welcome to the Ministry in this 2000 point game of Warhammer 40,000 8th edition. Today I'll be using my Necrons, so I'll give you a quick overlook at the table of my armies down before Dave arrives. Don't know what Dave's bringing, could be knights, could be nasty, but anyway, I'm bringing my Necrons. Quick look at the table. Obviously the Imperium of here have been digging for resources on this planet. They've found remnants of this old Imperial temple. Maybe it's a gravestone, maybe it's even a Primarch's that, been buried here. Who knows? Ferrus Manus, obviously not. But anyway, they've been digging, they've been finding some important things, even some relics, but they've dug too deep and some things are walking in the depths. And that thing is the Necrons. So they're here today to get rid of this filth that's come onto their once beautiful homeworld, which is now wrecked and ruined and covered in all this Imperium garbage. So they'll be looking to just kill as many of these things as they can, wipe them back, destroy everything, kill, like a Necron should do. So with that, a quick overview there. Obviously where my Necrons are down there is going to be a ruin, which is down there, but I've just put them there for the purposes of filming, so I can show you what we're going to be taking today. Like I said, 2,000 points. I think we'll be doing a chapter approved mission. As yet we haven't rolled for it. We're going to wait till Dave's got here and we'll obviously roll for the setup, keep it all fair and stuff like that. So I don't know where people will be setting up, what game we're playing or anything like that. So the scenery doesn't really matter. Obviously there's a lot of area, terrain, line of sight blocking, like I said, some levels and stuff back there. If Dave is bringing a knight, there should be plenty of room to get around. Don't want to block him off anywhere in particular, but don't want to make it easy for him either. He's not just going to stomp all his way through. Likewise, to me, I don't just want to have big bits where I can just sit and hide infantry. You've got to make it nooks and crannies and little gaps and stuff like that for them to get through. So with that, we'll take a look at the Necrons. So this is 2,000 points of Necrons. We'll be using the Mephrit dynasty for everything today, just to keep it simple. Not necessarily the best one, or the one I would use more often. I quite like the Nephrek, to be able to be ghost-like and stalk through stuff. But we're going to try Mephret today. And like I said, keep it simple so it'll be on everything. And we're going to have a battalion, we're going to have an outrider and a Vanguard attachment, which will be rocking us 10 command points. The Warlord is going to be on the Catacomb command board, which is at the back there. We'll zoom in on everything at the minute. His Warlord trait is going to be Merciless Tyrant, which is the Mephrit one, so I thought I'd try that out as well. There he is there. I've not tried it before. So basically what it does is it gives him plus 6-inch range on his assault weapons, and it allows him to target characters. So he's going to be zipping around, killing things, and he's also going to have a relic, which is the Lightning Field. So that'll give him a 4-up invuln. And he's armed with a Staff of Light and a Tesla cannon, just for points. I couldn't really get much stuff in. But anyway, we'll see what they do. And see how they get on. So he's the Warlord, so he's one of the HQ choices. The second one can be just this Cryptek here. So he's got his Chronometron and his Staff of Light. No extra fancy doodahs. And then we have an Overlord, who also has a Staff of Light. And he's going to have a relic, the Veil of Darkness. He doesn't have the Resurrection Orb, so apologies on that one. Or obviously the Scythe, he's just got a Staff of Light. He can be leading the Vanguard and leading the Outrider detachment. We're going to have Enrica the Traveller. So this guy's very iffy, but I quite like him. I like the fact he can take control of a machine and use its weapon, and the fact he's got attack you on arrow, which as of yet has done nothing in every game I used him. But he does give guys +1 attack when he's next to them, and he can do the My Will Be Done and all that kind of stuff, and he's not aligned to anything. He'll not be Mephrit, he's not aligned to any dynasty, so he just comes and does what he wants, shows up where he wants to. So that's the respective HQs for the different detachments. And we'll move in, we'll show you the troops. So we've got a unit of 14 warriors. There, just pretty much as warriors are stock. We've got another unit of 14 warriors down there, simply for points like I said. And then we've got a unit of 10 immortals. I know they've got ghosts, but I'm going to try the Tesla today. So everything else is WYSIWYG apart from these guys, I think. And a couple of relics on the lords and that kind of stuff. So we're going to try them out there. So that's a unit of 10. And then we'll move into the elite choices for the thingy. So we've got a unit of 5 Lich Guard with the shields and swords. And we've got 5 with the scythes as well. So again, this isn't an optimized list by any stretch of the imagination. I'm just taking a lot of bodies, a lot of different things. I normally take big you know, big 20-man bombs of troops, but I'm just trying different stuff out today. I don't know if I am fighting knights or not. He could rock up with Marines, Guard, Knights, who knows. So I just want to try a lot of different things out. Probably get my butt stomped on a lot if it is Knights, but like I said, we'll see. We'll play the mission. And the other elite is the Stalker up there, which has got the heavy ghost cannon. So, you know, a bit of anti-armor firepower. Not fantastic, but it should do. And then the fast attacks, like you see, we've got a unit 4 Wraiths there, just stock. We've got a unit 5 Wraiths, stock. So we've got some mobility and some choppy there. And the other elites, and the other fast attacks, oh there they are, unit 4 Scarabs. And 4 bases of Scarabs. These guys can obviously detonate with a stratagem point to get in there and cause some mortal wounds, so maybe doing that on some Knights if I have to. And in the heavy slot for any of these factions, we've got some heavy destroyers. So again, I don't have the extra long gun options on there, but we've got a unit 3 heavy destroyers. So again, they've got some anti-armor punch to them. So hopefully, if he does bring Knights, if he brings 3, I'll massively struggle. But, you know, we can maybe deal with 1, and then, like I said, play the mission, see how we do, try them one at a time. The Mephrit Dynasty thing, if people don't know, is basically a -1 AP on the guns at half range. So, you know, Tesla, which is down here, and this guy has Tesla as well, that doesn't have any AP normally, but in this case it'll have a -1 if it's in half range. So we'll see. Could be, you know, I've got to wound these Knights first, but if I do, then, you know, there's a chance I may fail some armor saves. So again, I was trying up with ideas of 10 dudes with shields and 2 lots of 5. Yes, I prefer to take them in big mobs of 10, but like I said, just want to try some different stuff. And the dudes with these guys, these are -4 armor save on the sight and 2 damage flat. So if they do get in, if I do wound, then you never know, we could start shredding some wounds off some big fellas. But that brings me in, I'm going to zoom out, sorry, my old knees there. So that is 2,000 points on the nose, pretty much exactly. That's why I've got staffer lights and stuff instead of the sights on the lords and stuff like that. So I said 2,000 points on the nose. It'll cost me a command point for the extra relic, and that'll leave me with 9 command points. 2,000 points, 9 command points. Bring on Dave's army. He's going back. I'm not sure I did mention, this guy has got the Veil of Darkness, which lets him and an infantry unit disappear and reappear at the end of the movement phase somewhere on the board. So again, just a bit of tactical flexibility, a bit of movement. I can't remember if I covered it or not earlier. If I did, sorry. If I didn't, there you go. He's got the Veil of Darkness. That's why I spent the extra CP. Right, so Dave has arrived with his 2,000 points of Imperium. That's probably the best word I can go for it. So I'll let Dave go over what he's getting. I'm looking at my Necrons, and I don't think I stand a chance, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Many times,
I know Dave keeps saying, you keep saying that, and then your table is.
Yeah.
I can't see that today.
On me, battle square there. So, battalion of Salamander Marines. You've got 2 Tech Marines with chainswords, 3 tactical squads, 2 missile launchers, 1 heavy bolter.
Yeah.
And 2 Hellfire Dreadnoughts.
Yeah, twin laser missiles. Yep. Very nice.
You've got the House Terran Knights.
Yeah, so they're all Terran Knights, these guys. So that's the 2d6 pick the highest on the advance and charge. An extra d6 pick the highest, isn't it? Yeah.
And the stratagem is they could fight twice.
Yeah.
All Gallants, so the close combat ones with 5 attacks. So you've got, go through them in order here. You've got Knight Gallant with the extra Warlord trait for Blessed by the Sacristans. On 6s his feet do mortal wounds, I think that is.
Nice.
Knight with the 2 chainswords, one of them's going to be a Ravager, the relic chainsword, and the Knight Gallant Warlord. He's got Armour of the Sainted Eye and a 2-up armour save, and he's also got Armour of the Sainted Eye on 2-up armour save. Yeah, did I say that?
Yeah, twice. So he's got it twice.
2-up armour save.
Two,
and Knight Seneschal for the Warlord trait, extra attack, so he's got 6 attacks.
Yeah, very nice, very brutal.
And Execution Force, custom assassins.
We'll get a bit closer on these guys. Dave's kitbash these guys, and they're looking super good.
Vindicare, Calexis, Calidus, Eversor, 85 points each.
One of each.
Pretty nifty, yeah. Very
I think
specialised.
they're all pretty good, the assassins, yeah. They're all pretty good. I think they'll do really well. All these guys, even I've just said the Calexis, even though I've got no Psychers, I've got no auto hit weapons either, so he's going to be difficult to get rid of for me, definitely.
He doesn't kill much, but he's hard to kill.
He'd definitely
13 command points there.
Yeah.
Because I've had to lose 2 for an extra Warlord.
This guy's the Warlord, and this guy got the extra Warlord trait.
Yeah.
And they're all
And
Salamanders.
he's got the extra relic, the Ravager chainsword, the blue one.
And like I said, the Salamanders get to reroll a hit and a wound each time they fight or shoot. So
Yeah, each unit, because they've all got chapter there.
right, so we'll get the mission rolled up and we'll get the army set down and we'll come back. Right, just a quick look. Well, Dave's setting his army up. We've got the Vital Intelligence mission today out of chapter approved, so there's 5 objectives. At the start of battle round 1, got to roll a dice, and whichever number comes up means that objective is worth 2 points. If a 6 comes up, they're all worth 2. So we've got a 1 down here, 1 down here. The other one has to be in the middle, and then they're basically spread out from it. So number 2 is there, right in the middle of the crater, and number 3's down there. And we actually got the Vanguard strike as well, so the Necrons will be deploying down here. And the Imperium, we've got this sort of corner down here. So we'll let Dave deploy, I'll deploy. Dave's going to be getting to choose whether he wants to go first or second. And we'll come back when that's all done. Right, Dave's lost the dice somewhere, he says. Right, but the armies are down. Dave deployed first, he's going to be choosing who goes first or second. It does look really good actually from this. So the Necrons pick this side. So we've got a good spread around here. We're aware Dave's got 2 assassins potentially to drop in. And we'll show you where his Vindicator is at the minute. At the minute, he can't see any of my characters. There's been some careful placement down. We've got the Traveller and everyone down here with the Destroyers and the Scarabs. I've basically tried to... There's very few bodies in the middle. We just try to sort of clunk on the 2 sides and spread out. When Dave's come down, he's got a Tech Marine with a Dread and some Net Marines. The idea was really, if I chose that side, I had some good line of sight blocking the chance, I think, to hold the Knights back a little bit longer. But it would give Dave all the cover this side for his Marines, which he's obviously optimised on. Nothing I could do about that. If I took that side, I think Dave would have had the same. His Knights would have maybe been hidden from my shooting the first turn if I got it, and it would have been the same. You know, his Marines would have maybe come through. Don't know, we'll have to see. I think it's going to be very difficult for the Necrons, this one. These guys are in Deep Strike Reserve, they're not there.
The 2 in the ground are on Deep
His
Strike.
Assassins up here, you can see he's got excellent field of fire, but at the minute, all you can see is really that Warrior Squad or the Wraiths in the middle. You can't even see the Triarch Stalker. Bizarre. So it's just the Wraiths or the Warriors. Hopefully we'll keep it that way. Then obviously his other Knight, his Warlord Knight, bringing in the middle. Some more Marines up here. We're calling this a ruin for the purpose of the game. We're calling it 6 inches up just to keep it so all the units can get up and charge and all that if they want to. He's dropped his Assassin at the front. Obviously I've got no Psychers, but this guy said it'll be difficult for me to deal with. And right up on the lines here, another Marine and Dreadnought Tech Marine with another Knight and a 5-man squad there ready to push early on the objective 4. So Dave,
I'm going to let you go first.
are you sure?
I think so.
Yeah? Damn, I was kind of hoping you go first. But right, so he's going to let the Necrons go first. So what we'll do before the first battle round begins, I'll roll and see which objective is active. They're all active.
Yes.
Boo. I don't know if that's really good or really bad for the Necrons. So we're going to have to see anyway. We'll come back after the Necron movement. We'll skip the psychic phase because I ain't got one. And we'll come back. That makes this very interesting because all of a sudden it means I have to sort of push out.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if I don't, you're going to score a lot of points very early on. So the Necrons could be in trouble. Turn 1. Right. I wish I hadn't rolled a 6, but that was a shirty movement phase. So basically the Necrons around here shuffled around, creating a bit of a screen. The Cryptek moved around here to be hidden. The Destroyers have jumped over because I've got Fly. He is within 3 of them, so he's now within 3 of this squad. These advanced up here. This guy didn't advance, he just moved out. And the Stalker moved out, the Scarabs advanced. These Wraiths just hopped over 12 to be within 3 of that. As we come back over, these Wraiths advanced out up here to get within 3 of this objective. They didn't advance, I was debating it with the Warriors, and this guy's moved out, so they're all good to shoot. Just got a few things in range, like the Marines and stuff, so very limited to what's in my range this turn. And then we pop the Veil of Darkness early. I was going to try and keep this in my back pocket, but Dave's, that 6 is too expensive. If he comes and sits a Knight on here for 2 points, I've got no chance of getting rid of it. So we'll drop the Immortals in here, 3 inches away from that, fully within 6 of this guy, who is craftily hidden just from his Assassin. His Assassin can move and fire without penalties, but he's going to find it difficult to draw a line of sight on this guy. So I'm looking, I baited Dave in, which he was going to come in anyway. I was hoping to be off for a couple of turns anyway, of not letting him get in and fight, but it looks like he's going to be able to do that from turn 1. So we're going to go straight into the Necron shooting phase. No, this really isn't what I wanted. But anyway, so what we're going to do, the My Will Be Done, these ones were My Will Be Done-ed. The Destroyers were just because there was nothing else that was going to be in range. Like the Warriors weren't in range, and I know they naturally get their reroll 1, so there's no point, but like I said, there was nothing else to go in range, and this Warrior squad were as well, from the other Catacomb Command Barge. So with that, we're going to shoot and we'll measure some ranges, and we'll come back. So we're going to start with the Warriors, because at the minute they're all within range of this squad, without Dave removing any. So we normally hit on 3s, but we've been My Will Be Doneth. So we're hitting on 2s against the Marine squad. That's pretty good. We're strength 4, so wounding on 4s against said Marine squad. That ain't too grand. So we've got 4 at -1.
4 minus 1.
Nice, we dropped 3 dead. We dropped 3 Marines, so we'll let Dave remove them. The Catacomb Command Barge is going to go into the same unit with whatever's left in range. Like we pointed out, this guy's Warlord traits at 6 inches to his assault weapon, so his Staff of Light's 18, and his Tesla cannons are 30 inches, so he might, I think his Staff of Light will be out, but his Tesla cannon should be in. So the Tesla cannon is in range. He's got enhanced range on it, so in this range they are within rapid fire as well, because it's normally 24, goes up to 30 inches. So he hits on 2s, and his 6s or triple hits. Look at that. So he's got 1 hit, strength 6, it'd be -1 at this range, so it doesn't even wound. Do I command point that? Because it's first strike, I've got nothing left to shoot you, I don't think. No.
No?
No, I'm going to have to keep my command point, because I think those Immortals are in range of that other Marine squad. Oh, yeah, that's literally it, because there's no more guns in range. I think it doesn't make sense to do it down there. So we're going to go down to here, we're going to pay the strat for the command point on the Destroyers.
Hang on, does it cost you an extra one? No.
And a 4 up, because of Dave's Assassin. No, it doesn't, so I'll go down 3. First, we're going to start with this Stalker, and we're going to shoot both these heavy guns, because it's 2, at the Dreadnought.
Dreadnought, okay.
The las cannon Dreadnought.
Now, Andy.
So I did move, and it is heavy, so I've been hitting on 4s. No hits.
Ooh.
Anything that targets a Dreadnought now can reroll 1s.
Even though it didn't hit?
Yeah, even though it didn't hit. It's like a target and ray, but I would have been nice to hit it. So the Destroyers, I'm going to shoot. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go with the Immortals first. So I'm going to do all the Immortals. I think I may have to put them into the Dread.
Try and get that first strike.
Well, I'm wondering what's easier. I know, because the Tesla, like I said, they're not ghost cannons. I normally give them ghosts, and at this range some of them would be -2. But the Marines will be on a 2 up, but the Dread isn't fully obscured, and he's a vehicle, so he'll still be on his 3 up. With 7 wounds, isn't it? 8 wounds of Dread.
Tell you.
It's 8 wounds.
I'm using for a while.
8 wounds, and the Marines are on 2 ups, 5s. No, I'm going to go against the Marines. I'm going to go against the Marines. So there'll be My Will Be Doneth. So we're going to go all the squad into the Marines. I'll get some dice. So at this range, we're all in rapid fire of the Marines. So any 6s count as 3 hits. This is why I was debating going against the Dread, because I would have been able to reroll those misses as well. So they all hit. So that's an extra 2 for that one. I've got loads of dice, hang on.
Yep.
An extra 2 for that one, an extra 2 for that one, and an extra 2 for the that one.
Yeah.
So that's that many hits. Be wounding strength 6, be wounding on 3s. Right, I'm going to
Go on.
chuck them in my hands. And at this range, like I said, because I'm Mephrit, you'll be -1. So we're looking for 3s to wound. That's definitely a cock dice. Right, that's pretty good. You know what, if I was going against your Dread, that would have been pretty good as well.
Yeah.
I would have got...
What is that?
I would have got 12 against the Dread. 12 wounds, I reckon I would have got him. So that's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19. I think I would have got 13 against the Dread, actually. So Dave's just going to roll them. He will be on 3 ups, because he is in cover. That looks like the squad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, he's failed 8. He's failed 8 so far. So that's first strike. That had to happen though. The Staff of Light's not in range down here. He's fired. So we spent the strat on the Destroyers, and we're going to go for... Oh, you know what? I'm so tempted to split fire.
It always works.
It never works. Oh, Dave, man, you've left me with so many decisions. Right. I don't think I can do much against your Knights, and you're going to have... But I need to make you spend stratagem points for your rotate shields. So, I'm going to go 3 heavy destroyers. Well, I don't think all of them... No, they can't all see that dread. So I'm going to go 2 heavy destroyers into the dread.
The dread, okay.
And which one's the warlord?
That's the warlord.
That one there?
Yeah.
Right, so we'll go 2 into the dread and 1 into your warlord. So you're rotating shields.
One.
Yeah, it's D6 damage.
He's got a 2 up armor anyway.
It's -4, I think, on the gun.
No.
No? Okie dokie. So these guys can the stratagem, well, it's reroll all failed hits and wounds.
Oh, right, I will, then I.
You sure?
Case, yeah.
Because it's only 1 CP on the little knights, isn't it? It's not like I'm forcing you to use 3. So we'll go against the Dreadnought first. So we've got 2 hits.
Dread.
Actually, I need to check if it's 2 hits because I did my will be doneth on them and they can reroll 1, so it's 2 hits anyway. Plus 1 at the hit roll. And on the knight, that's a definite hit, it's a 6. So then, wound on the dreads. I can reroll failed wounds, thank God for the strat, so that's 1. And wounding on the knight, 2. So we've got a wound on the dread, and we've got a wound on the knight. That was pretty bad. Knight gets his shield, because it is -4 D6, so it doesn't go off. Are you CPing it or not? D6 damage. The dread won't get a save, because from that angle he's not obscured from the destroyers.
You know what, I will, because I've already spent a command point. So I'll spend another command point, and I still fail.
No.
Excellent.
So we've got D6 damage on the knight, 3, and D6 damage on the dread, 3.
3 and 3.
I don't think I'm spending any command points, I'm just going to keep that as it is.
You didn't do another strat then, no?
I did. You rolled before, yeah, I've only done the one. Yeah, the one on these guys. So with that, that's going to have to be the end of my turn. I've blown my load early, but I think there's just a morale check on that Marine squad who lost 3. So they're good. So at the minute it's 1, because I've got my first strike, but we don't score these until the start of battle round 2, isn't it?
That's right,
yeah. So we'll go. Actually, wait there. Let's go for it. This guy's got a 1-shot tachyon arrow.
Right.
So I'm going to shoot my tachyon arrow. You've already rotated the shields with that guy. I'm going to shoot it at that knight.
Okay.
All the way. Can you see the dread? How many wounds has your dread got? 5.
5 left.
Yeah, he's going to shoot the tachyon arrow at the dread.
Okay.
So he hits on 2s. Hits. It's strength 10. It's a wound. It's -5. It's like a beam, so there's no save. And lay straight through.
No cover?
No cover. It's D6 damage. 5.
Doesn't blow.
Doesn't blow. He's not vulnerable, is he?
No.
No, right. So that's good. That's a 1-shot gun. It's tachyon arrow beam as well. So he's now got no shooty. No shooty. But he has got a trick up his sleeve if Dave gets within 12 inches. But we'll tell him about that as and when he needs to know.
Right.
So that's the end of Necron turn. I'm as happy as I can be with the stuff I had in range. I said
that dreadnought's taken us from happy with it to not happy with it.
Well, not happy in the sense that I was pretty much, I think I was forced to come onto here, otherwise I was giving up 2 points, whereas as it is, there's a chance I could survive a round of attacks and score 2 points because they're troops. But apart from that, yeah, I mean, even if I went first, it would have been, if I chose to go first, I would have had the same thing. I'd have probably, yeah, as happy as I can be. Anyway, we'll move into Marine or Imperium turn 1 and we'll come back. Dave's movement phase is a bit quicker than mine. This guy's trundled up his 12 inches. This guy advanced just to get into here. There's nowhere really for him to go and he couldn't get far enough back to claim that objective.
And his dreadnought's dead.
And his dread's dead, yeah. So this guy moved up his full 12 inches. The assassin's staying where he is because he's got line of sight to a vehicle and a couple of choice targets. Can't make in-run saves for the Wraiths as well. Maybe it's worth pointing out if he wants to go for one of those. These guys advanced apart from the missile launcher and the Sarge at the top didn't, well, he probably moved to there, didn't he, keep him in coherency, but the missile launcher didn't move. They advanced just to get down to score this objective. These guys stayed put. These guys tried in advance, they needed a 4 or 5 and they would have got within 3 inches of this to score it, but you rolled a 1, didn't you? And you didn't want to CP it at that stage. You want to keep your CPs for doing more stuff. So they're in the crater and this knight didn't advance.
No, he did advance, yeah.
He advanced, so he can't charge. But there's a strat where he can, yeah. So unless Dave wants to burn CPs, he advanced round, so he's in kill zone.
Isn't this the... Correct, this is...
Oh, sorry, yeah, and he jumped down from here and went towards this bit, so potentially a big charge into the Wraiths as well for him. But Dave's got options, he's definitely got options. As we go in, oh, no psychic either, I'm thinking. No psychic. No. So we'll go straight into the shooty, so... Do you want to have a think about where you're going to start, or do you pretty much know what you're going to do?
Ones, he's going to stubber them.
Stubber this. Scarabs.
Stubber in there on 3s.
No
standard.
wounds.
I don't know if you can see them at all.
Yeah, definitely,
Yeah.
because you're from base, you can see him. 3 hits, 3 wounds. There's no minus on his stubbers, is there?
Nah.
Well, I saved once, so we've got 2 wounds on a base.
Yeah.
Moving on to this side now, that's a scarab base on a wound, by the way, so...
I'll stubber, yeah.
Stubber into the warriors, yeah. 3 hits, 4's to wound, we've got a wound.
1.
We've got a 4-up save. Oh, no, so we've lost one.
For now.
For now, it's going to put him down.
Yeah. Right, the Dreadnought will fire everything at this.
It's going at the stalker, yeah.
Yeah. So...
You can definitely see down the line when it's got down, because you can see through the gap down there. There you go, look at that.
He hasn't moved. Is there any mines to take in? Any
No.
Last cannons.
2 hits.
Crack
missile. There's a miss.
Salamander.
There's a miss. So
So
3's to wound on the lads. There's 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
It's -3, isn't it?
It is.
So 3 up armor means I've got a chance of a save of 6. Nope. So
And
it's
you've got this.
2d6. I do have quantum shielding, yeah.
All under it. Yeah.
Oh, so I need double 1.
Yeah.
No. I could have... I do have a strat, which I haven't used, obviously, for quantum shielding, where it takes another 1 off the roll. So in essence, those 2s would have become 3s, but not the damage, so a 2 would have negated it. So you can always negate, like, low damage. But
what's that if you do what?
there's a strat
Oh,
on
strat.
there, yeah, to boost these fields, basically. So if you've got loads, say you're shooting it with auto cannons, and you know there's loads of 2 or 3 damage guns coming in, it's worth playing it to try and keep him alive. But he's lost 4 wounds, so he's down to 6. So we'll have a look, see what Dave wants to go with next. I think just a couple of...
They're the easy ones, you know what I mean? Well, he's just a crack missile.
So this guy's going to launch his crack missile down at the stalker down there. So he hits on 3s and he can reroll because he's a salamander. Thank God. I was thinking I shouldn't have told you, but nah.
Definite.
That's how we play.
Right,
so I think basically, obviously, this guy's out of range. This guy might be in range with his Animus Spectrum. I can't remember what it's called now.
I'm Spectrum, yeah.
But point out as well, this guy was debating a shot into the destroyers, but obviously Dave knows I've got the reanimation and his knight's not within a charge range, so he sort of like wanted to try and take something out that he could. I think that makes perfect sense. So it's basically, I think, just he's an assassin yet. You're not a big shooty army really. It's more like get in and choppy. So we'll let Dave have a decision. But what this guy,
Vindicate still.
see what he's going to shoot. So which one first? So this guy's basically, he is going to pop a shot at the destroyers, and he's debating the second shot with the mortal wound.
So he hasn't moved. He's going to shoot at your tank boy.
Going that one first with the what's it called? Penetrator round.
It's going to be off with a hit first.
Yeah. Well, he hits on a 2. He does hit.
So 1 command point.
Yeah.
Not 10.
And it's D3 mortal wounds.
It just does D3 mortal wounds. 2.
For 2. And they go straight through, so he's down to 4.
And then I'll spend another command point. Down to 9.
To shoot again at a second unit of his choice, and he's going to go at the destroyers.
Yes, the destroyers.
So he hits on a 2.
Standard.
And you haven't used this command reroll yet? No, you haven't used the command reroll yet. Do you want to bother? So Dave opted not to take the command reroll. He does like to punish himself though when he did a little roll up, and
See what would have happened.
it actually would have made its armor save.
Yeah.
So he's happy he did not. So yeah, so
Charges him.
that's a quite light shooting phase. Got off quite lightly there. So Dave's going to nominate his charges. We'll do all the Overwatch off camera because I'm reckoning you're going to start with this guy. It's -2 to charge through a crater, but he's literally an inch and a half away.
And
so
it's add 1.
and it's that, so he can't fail. He's just going in them. Or is he going to try and get round and do both units, or is he going to come round and do?
What he's going to do is
Let Dave have a measure up and have a think.
he's going to
Charge everything within 12.
He's going to charge. Is he just them 2? There's 2 units.
2 units, yeah. I think they're pretty much anything within 12 anyway. I think they're just out. Yeah, so just these 2. Do you want to roll your distance? Because there's a chance you can maybe come around.
Do your watch first.
Well, just roll your distance. There's no way I can down you in Overwatch.
So,
I'd have to get like epic hits.
Yeah.
So the Terrans are an extra dice and he can discard the low. So he's got a total of 8 inches, right? Like I said, we'll do Overwatch off camera and come back.
Yeah.
So this knight is now going into the wraiths.
Yeah.
Yeah. 5 inches. Ooh. Ooh.
Just declare them as well, mate. Sorry.
So he's going both units.
Yeah.
Alright, okay, fine. Well, he's out of the wraiths anyway, unless you just say, is he just coming in here?
Just to go through the wall, aye.
Right.
As close as I can that way, if you know what I mean.
So he's towing into the wall to get these.
Just to get within an inch of your guy.
Yeah, it's good. That's good for me because it means the wraiths will definitely score us 2 points no matter what now.
He is going to charge. It'll have to be the.
I don't think you can get into these guys. He You could charge him because there's no Overwatch. Go into these and then maybe he's piling if he gets...
Cool.
I'm not going to all sorts over. If he gets in around here.
Yeah, it's just, you've got to declare them because if you fight twice, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, they've got no Overwatch, so there's no harm in declaring them as charged
so I
targets.
might as well declare...
The Warriors and the Wraiths. And that guy as well.
1, 2, 3, yeah.
All the squads, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, we'll roll your distance in while we're here. So he's got 11 inches, so you can get... He's probably end up coming around here somewhere, but we'll do some Overwatch off camera and come back.
Then both on 20.
Right, so Dave's made his moves. Oh, the Warlord here, wow, what a boss. I think the Necron Warriors took a wound off and he took 3 wounds off with his Staff of Light and his Tesla cannon. As good as I could have hoped for, really. So that knight's down to 20 wounds. Obviously, it's not going to impact him massively. As we've seen down here, this knight made it in first, so we couldn't shoot him, but we actually knocked a couple of wounds off this guy, knocked him down to 20 wounds as well, didn't we? 2 or 3 wounds on him, something like that. Again, I think that was a solid hit from the Warlord, and then a load of hits from these guys here. Managing to get the wounds through. He's 2 up armor helping as well, though, but as good as we could have hoped for, they're really getting the knights down. So here comes Dave's stompy attacks.
Yes, just thinking.
So just wondering, Dave spent the 2 CPs to be able to charge down here as well. So he's down to 9 command points or something, I think you said.
Down to 7 now.
7, sorry, yeah, 7.
2 for that.
Right, so at the end of the charge phase, we're doing some shenanigans, well, not really shenanigans, survival instinct kicking in. So before Dave nominates anybody, this guy is heroically intervening into this knight. He was right here, so he's 3 inches away. He's on the ground floor, he's not on the top floor.
Can't attack him.
So, because this guy, like Dave said, he didn't declare him as a charge, he declared these. So Dave can't attack this guy this turn. And it saves this knight, who was, if he then activated him, you were within range of stomping on this guy, which is a character kill, which isn't the end of the world, but I've got a feeling I want to keep him alive. Down here, we're debating heroically intervening here, but we're not going to bother because Dave can come in anyway, and I don't really want to get him kicked to death if he doesn't want to kick him to death. I'm quite happy for him not to. So where's Dave going to start?
I think I might go here. Is this guy in close combat?
That is the Warlord. He's got a Staff of Light, so we know he's not very good in close combat. He's single damages. I tell you what, I'll double check. I think I'll give them all Staff of Light. He might have a Void Blade. I'll double check for you. Dave is going to start down here. He's coming from a Warlord. Well, he might not be coming from a Warlord. He's got to decide which way he's going.
Okay.
So, start the fight phase. We're going to roll to see if this guy's lightning field kicks off. It does. So Dave's knight takes a mortal wound, so it's down to 19 wounds.
Okay.
And then we're going to pray to all and any gods that are listening that will survive this combat. So Dave's going to do 2 stompies here and 3 stompies here.
So the Warlord.
He was going to use his chainsaw, and then he remembered this guy's got content shielding, so he was like, I've made that mistake before.
So 2s.
So you're down for 2 hits, so they've all hit.
And you guys.
So you got 1 miss. It's always your skull.
It is, I see, that's proof that they're rushed.
Right, so T6 will be 3s. So there's 4 wounds on him. And then it'll be 2s. Your base strength's 8.
On the wound roll of 6, it's a mortal wound as well for the Saxons.
So there's no mortal wounds on him there, and there's 2s, that's cocked. So then there's that many wounds on the other guys. So it's -3 on the save, isn't it?
-2.
-2. Oh, so they do get a save. So there's 7. 7 6-ups on the Warriors. Come on, let's make all these. Oh, so we made 2, so we'll lose 5 guys. So keep them down there. And then you got 4 on the Warlord. So these are 4 up ones. Oh, he's passed them all bar 1. Bar 1. I'm going to keep that because your strat to fight again's at the end of the phase, isn't it?
No, it's immediate.
Is it?
Yeah, just after he's fought.
I'm going to CP that one then. Yeah, so I'm down to, you need to roll to see if that CP cost me an extra 1.
I don't think it's ever happened yet. There you go.
Yeah, so that's cost me 2 CP, so I'm down to 6. And that's not good. But so he fights immediately again, yeah?
Yeah, but
so there's also death gripping, so he's not down to 6 command points. So he needs to make a hit roll.
which is on a 3. There it is.
So he's hit.
Hits, so it does D3 mortal wounds.
2.
2.
Yeah.
Let's put a 2 there. And now we'll roll off with strength, or if you roll a 6 now for the new FAQ. I'm strength 8.
So Dave's, goes through because I'm strength 5, sorry. So Dave's caused another 2 mortal wounds, he's down to 4.
Wounds, and then we'll go again.
Roll off again, yeah. Ooh, to 2, so I'm strength 5, 7, you beat us again even though you're rolling a 1.
Another D3.
There's another 1, it's down to 3.
And again.
Oh, well, I need a 6. Oh, it's definitely cocked. Come on, 6s. No, 2 again, another D3. There's another 1, he's down to 2. Right, roll for the next one. That's cocked.
2.
5, 10. It's a draw. I'm out.
Yeah, you're out.
He's out. But I down to 2 wounds. Squeezing the whole thing.
Right. So now we can fight again. Glory and honour.
Glory and honour.
Yeah, so the way it's worded is just after a House Terror unit fights, that unit can fight an additional time.
Yeah, so go for it.
Where it normally says
At the end of the phase, yeah, it does, yeah. So.
Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attacks.
Is he splitting it again? The same way?
Gotta kill him.
Right, so yeah, he's going to do it again. 2 stomps on the big fella, 3 stomps on the little fellas. So the big stomps.
Big fella. On 2s.
And then he 6s on mortal wound, he said, didn't he?
On a wound, I think.
Is it wound?
Wound roll.
Okie dokie. So I'll tell you what, roll the wound him then, because he needs 3s.
1.
Whoa, and it's a mortal wound.
No
So he's
way.
down to 1. Yeah.
Can you believe that?
I can't. These boys should be dead though, these warriors. So 2s, there's a couple of 1s, and 2s, there's another 1, so it's 3, 6. And like we said before, they do get a 6 up save.
What a nightmare.
So save 1, so there's another 5. So he's whopped 10 warriors though.
Then they're going to get back up. Ah, is that what I didn't want? That was not very good.
Was it 5 he's just killed? I've just killed an extra 1 for him. Yeah. So we're going to leave these guys here. Well, he's killed 10 and their leadership's 10, so I need to roll a 1, 2 or 3 or spend 2 command points to auto pass them.
Yeah, I'll consolidate just a bit closer to you.
Yeah. So we'll do... You know what, I might as well have left them there because they're going to have to pile in any... Do they have to pile in at the start of the fight phase?
Don't have to, I think, no.
Because I might just leave them there, then they're out of combat.
Out of combat, yeah.
So... Wow. I fully didn't expect to survive that. But I might not yet anyway because morale's a thing, so I'll tell you that.
That's basically 2 knights in the death grip and they've got through it.
Well, look, he's killed 10, 11, actually 11 because 1 died in the shooting phase. So there's 11 died, so I failed morale by 1. So a 1 means I've got 1 guy left, a 2 means the squad's wiped. So right. I'm going to have to probably spend command points to keep him alive. At this stage, I think I'll probably have to as well.
Yeah.
So we'll go down.
Over here?
Down here. I tell you what, you might as well roll a 4 up. Oh, actually, well, we'll see because you might do the same down here. I may have to decide between the squads, really. Right. So, yeah, we'll let Dave go down here and do some stomping on these immortals. I'm fully stompy on the immortals with all 6 attacks. Hitting on 2s.
So he's got an extra one for Knight Seneschal. Yeah. 1, 2.
Can I get it?
So
2 states, so he's only got 1 miss.
Yeah,
he's strength 8 base at least, so he's 2s to wound the immortals. Should get a full wipe out here. There's a few 1s in there.
Oops.
Let me know how many that is.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
12, 13. Right, we'll be saving on 6s. Is it minus 3 or minus 2 his feet?
-2.
Minus 2, so saving on 5s, so that's not a very good roll.
Save 1 there.
There's 1, 2, 3 saves, which is, what was it, 13, which is 10, which is the squad. Right. So that's the squad kicked off the planet. So as I've seen down there, Dave stomped these to death, moved forward. He obviously couldn't get enough to get this guy who was on the base level. He couldn't attack them the night, so Dave did just move a little bit further back with him in his consolidation. I did a wound back with the Warlord. Didn't think we'd do anything, so we didn't do it on camera. Down here, like I said, I'm going to spend the 2 CPs to make the squad auto pass morale. What's the matter? Oh, go for it, because you said it off camera, so we'll go for it, but we'll say it down there, because obviously that other squad's wiped. So, no, he didn't get in, there's no guns, so they've auto passed morale. I've done an attack back down here, and I think I caused a wound as well, didn't I? On your knife.
You've done a few wounds, haven't you?
So, was it 1 or 2?
5 wounds.
I didn't expect to do anything with the Lords, but because I've only got Staffs of Light, not the big void ones, and I think he got 2.
Yeah, just take
2 out of his 3 hits and 2 wounds and 1 down there.
Yeah.
So,
I've spent a lot of command points though.
Yeah, Dave should be burned through them now. But anyway, Dave has got first strike because he's killed the Immortals. So it's a point each. And then at the end of the battle round, the Necrons are going to have 2, 4, 6. No one's going to score this one now because we're all off it. And Dave's going to have 2.
Yeah.
So it's 6 to 2, plus we've both got first strike. So 7 to 3 as we're moving to Necron turn 2. Right, so before we go around and do any of the Necron stuff, we're going to roll. Do you want to roll this time and see which one's active?
Don't mind, go on.
Should I just roll? 5. Oh, this one's worth a double points.
Yeah.
So, right, we're going to go around, we're going to do the living metal, the characters, the barge, the Stogal, heal a wound. We'll do our reanimation rolls off camera because it's just a load of dice. And then we'll go into the Necron move and come back with a review. So down here, a lot of shenanigans. Obviously the squad that we have just moved into here. They were my will be doneed. The Warlord fell back 12 inches up here, as safe as he can be for now.
Okay,
These guys just sort of shuffle around a bit, pulled back a bit this way to just consolidate on that 5. Obviously that knight, he can fit around this gap tonight, but that's way too far for him to get around in charge. So I should score 2 points here. Dave can drop assassins in, it's worth noting. So that's why I've tried to keep stuff there if need be. With that in mind, just obviously spread these guys out a bit. These guys all move forward, no advances down here. I decided to just keep those still. I don't think they'll do enough to a knight to tear it down and they'll score as a point. They've moved up. The Scarabs sort of flew over to come here, so they've got a choice of either going that way into that knight or this way into this knight, and I've got a detonate stratagem so they can cause mortal wounds by removing a base, which is quite nice. Only D3, but I think every little helps. Move of the game though, this guy, I hummed and hard. Dave was laughing himself. He's down here, obviously, hummed and hard for ages about whether to try and go for that or just stay still and shoot. And I was like, you know what, I don't think, it's not scoring any points here, and I don't think it can damage stuff that is scoring points. So,
and it stops my knights.
But I needed a 5 or a 6 on a dice, and it was on the 6, it was teetering, and I was like, no, and it tipped to a 5. But Dave did say before, you might as well roll for it with your rolls, so he's just within 3 of that. The Warlord down there did fall back. Obviously he couldn't make it or anything because he can't advance when he falls back. And the Wraiths over the far side, where the other unit should have covered, they obviously just hopped through, the phase through or whatever, in the middle of these units here. So I can have a decision about whether I charge the Marines or whether I go for the Dreadnought and stuff like that, and basically just let this knight wander around here and do what it wants to do. So we're going to go into the shooting phase. I think I'll probably start, we'll see what the Warlord's in range of actually. I'll probably start with these warriors going against these Marines because they're not going to tickle that knight.
Wow.
Just point out as well, when I auto-pass morale, Dave did roll it, say, on a 4, but it will cost us another point, but it didn't. And we've got 5 of these guys back with a pretty good dice roll. So these are going into the Marines, hitting on 2s now. So we've got a few misses there. Ooning on 4s. That's pretty good. That was 2, 4, and we're at half range this time. So the 7 saves on that Marine squad at -2, -1 because you're in a crater.
7 saves.
7, so 7 4-ups.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Them's dead. Unless he's going to... Yeah, dead because there's 3 fails, yeah. So that's the squad down here gone. Which means obviously those Wraiths now know what they're probably going to go for. This guy might try and tickle some wounds off the knight. Let's see. So the Warlord is going to try and tickle the knight just because he's in rapid fire range of everything for the extra AP may come into effect. So we've got his Staff of Light. We've hit 3 times. Looking for 5s. Got no wounds this time. We've got his Tesla Cannon. We've got 1 hit, which is... No, 2 hits, which is an extra 3 hits for that 6. An extra 2 hits, sorry, for the 6. So we're looking for... Well, that's a pretty good wound roll. That's 3 wounds, and it is at -1 at this range.
2 wounds on the knight.
Yep.
And 4s.
Oh, he saved them all. Yeah. I had a feeling you might, but like I said, it's just equally
use them,
yeah. In that roll, the Dreadnought would have saved them all anyway.
Yeah.
So there's no shots to come from there. The Stalker can't shoot because he's ran forward. The Lord can't shoot his Staff of Light because he fell back. If there's any warriors in range down there, they'll reach out and touch it. It'll probably just be the Blue Knight, but there might be the odd 1 or 2, so we'll have to do that off camera. And then, like you said, you don't have many guns. I don't have many guns here, really, do I? So we've got the 3 destroyers.
Yeah.
I'm going to pay a CP,
Oh.
which is only going to cost us 1 CP, because unless you want to pay a CP to activate your stratagem.
I've got enough left. I've spent them on too much stupid rerolls and stuff.
Yeah. So we're going to do knock me down to 4, Dave, so we don't forget.
Knock me 4.
Yeah. And I'm going to do all 3 destroyers.
What's the stratagem do?
That's me, reroll all failed hits and wounds. I don't know if I'll point out, these guys had the My Will Be Done on from this guy, so they're +1 at that charge and hit roll, so that'll make a difference in combat, hopefully. I'm going to put them all into... How many wounds is Blue on? He's on the most, isn't he? 23 or something. And this guy's on...
20. Your one's on 19.
Yeah, I'm going to go for blue.
Blue boy?
Big blue, so I'm assuming you're going to rotate ion shields.
I'm debating. What was it, minus?
-4 on the gun.
And how much damage?
D6. Strength 9.
No,
Yeah?
Go on. They're all going on them, yeah?
They're all going on them, yeah. I can't afford a Spitfire. So reroll failed hits. And we reroll failed wounds.
Just 3 shots?
It's just a single shot each, yeah? Because there's another version which is 3 shots.
I'm not going to do that. I thought
If you don't want to do it, it's up to you, but that you wouldn't get a save.
I'll not bother.
No?
I thought the fire had a lot more than that.
Oh, no, just 3, just single shots. So 2 wounds go through, 2 5 up in wounds coming. Oh, Dave, look at that. You smart boy. You say, nah, I'm not going to. I would have rotated still, personally, but Dave's obviously he hasn't got many command points. I think he's down to 3. And he really want to keep him. So that's the destroyers gone. They whiffled. But I am within 12 of this guy.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use my ability to see if I can take control of you and use your gun, which is just a heavy stubber, I think. So we're going to roll for it. It's a 4 up. See if we can get it on the night.
Yeah.
It does. So we're going to take control of your massive payload of a heavy stubber. And we're going to shoot it at... You know what? The Marine squad's going to be... Well, they're not all in cover. Let's go for the Marine squad.
Yeah.
So it's 3 shots and he hits on 3s.
He does. Hits twice.
And he wounds on 4s. 2 wounds, so 2 3-ups for the Marines. Oh, he doesn't down 1. It's worth a free little shot. They said it's better if you've got a big gun like a big cannon.
For a stratagem.
No, definitely not worth it. So we're going to go into the charge phase. You'll be surprised to know those warriors over there are definitely not charging anybody.
Right.
But we're going to go with the Scarabs first into this guy to eat the Overwatch. So there's no hits. They can't really fail the charge. We're going to go, these guys will follow up. We'll roll their charge 7. Tell you what, we'll roll the Scarabs as well, just in case. So the Scarabs got 8, they got 7. We're going to go with this guy as well. 5, -2 for the creator, 3. We'll have to measure, he might still be getting within an inch. So we're going to start down here. These guys have my will be doneth, but I'm also going to spend some command points, and I cannot remember the name of it. It's 1 CP to give them a +1 strength on the unit. So the my will be done will mean they'll be hitting on a +1 with a +1 strength. Should take them to strength 8. 5 +2 for things strength 8, so I'll be wounding on 4s if I get any hits. Right, so we've got 10 attacks coming in, hitting on 2s. I have to roll down here where there's some space. Oh, there's the 1s. That's because they were my will be done, which is +1 to the charge, which we didn't do before, which we didn't need, which is fine. I'll now be wounding on 4s with these blades. Because I'm strength 5 base, up 1 to 6 with the strat, and then +2 for the thingies. Yeah, so we've got 5 saves at -4.
So 6s. Not 1.
And it's 2 damage each, so they've just sliced 10 wounds off them.
Boosh.
Baba booey. Are you paying any command points to interrupt? I haven't got much stuff left.
How much is it to interrupt?
2 CP. You've got 3, haven't you?
But I'm on for 2 CP. I can also fight in death as well, you know.
Alright.
So it's the same in 6 and 2 3 sort of thing, but I might as well.
Because I might not kill you, you might take all the hits or something. Or do you want to have a little think about it? Or because the next one I'll probably go with the Scarabs. Scarabs always wound on a 5 up. We've got this thingy, but they're no AP or nothing like that.
At the minute I'm fighting on a higher bracket, aren't I?
I don't know, what wounds you on?
10.
Sorry, we're not finished. We forgot Dave might be spending his points and we're not finished. This guy also gives a +1 attack to any infantry units within 3. So instead of 2 attacks, they're 3 attacks.
Right.
I was thinking there, I was like, oh, that wasn't as damaging as I thought it could. So anyway, these are still hitting on 2s. So they all hit and they're wounding on 4s. So I need a good roll here. So another 2.
2.
And then they're -4, so 2 saves of a 6. Notice he's taken out 4 damage. He's down to 6. Which means Dave's going to have a good think about whether he wants to interrupt now, because I think he's on his bottom bracket.
If I'm on the bottom bracket,
yeah, so Dave is on his bottom bracket, so he's not going to interrupt. So next we're going to go with the Scarabs, and we're going to detonate one of the bases.
Stratagem.
It's a stratagem for a command point, which will knock me down to 2, and I need to roll a dice on a 2 up. Oh
dear.
I'm going to have to re-roll it.
Down to 1.
Yeah, down to 1. It does go off, and it's D3 mortal wounds. For 2. 2 mortal wounds on the big fella. He's down to 4. We'll take that Scarab base off that had popped.
Is that just on my units, not within 3 inches?
No, it's just on your unit, and then we'll get some attacks from the Scarabs, because these guys always wound on a 5, so there's a chance of them tickle some wounds. Oh. So the Scarabs there, 4 attacks a base now, there's 3 left. It's 12 attacks, we're hitting on 4s. See if we can tickle some wounds off this knight. Well, we've got some hits here, but that wasn't a hit, we'll get rid of that one. They wound on 5s. Ooh, 3 wounds from the Scarab base, there's no minuses.
He saves them.
He saves them all because he's got his turret bomb, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're down to the Traveller.
What's this crap? So
Anrika the Traveller, he's got 3 attacks base plus 1 because he'll boost himself because he's Necron infantry. He's weapon skill 2, so he hits on 2s. So they all hit. He is strength 6 base plus 2, he's got the same weapon as the other guys, so he'll be wounding on a 4. He has got 2 wounds at -4.
Another 2?
I think you've got 4 wounds left, haven't you?
Yeah.
You do.
2 wounds.
2 wounds. He's
Both
dropped them. So
Both
that's
gone?
yeah.
Does he go up?
Doesn't. So the Traveller has just downed a knight, but I've got a feeling Dave's going to spend those 2 CP to stand back up.
No, it's not stand back up. It's just fighting.
Fight in death. So do you count yourself as on your bottom profile?
Bottom profile, yeah.
So we'll let Dave have a think where he's going to chuck his attacks, but that...
I didn't use his Warlord trait before, I think.
What was his Warlord trait?
I have 1 attack.
I think you had 6. They normally had 5. Yeah, he had 6 attacks before.
So you should have... There's 2 on your big guy.
Dave's had about 30 minutes decision whether to do the river dance or use his sword or his fist or whatever, but he's gonna do 2 lots of attack stomps here and the rest on the Lich Guard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 strong attacks on the big guy.
Yeah.
And these are on your little guys.
Yeah.
Right.
So
there's 2 more to go.
Oh, and these all hit on 4s now because he is on his base profile. That's a good hit roll. That's a very good hit roll. There's a 3 in there. And these will wound on 3s because of strength 8 against T5. Oh, so only 4.
Yeah, it's 4.
And it's -3.
Yeah, -2.
-2, so we're looking for 5 ups. And that's definitely cocked. So it's D3 damage, so they've got 2 wounds each, there's a chance. First one is dead, second, yeah. So you kill 2. Yeah, we'll get rid of the 2 off there. I'm going to get rid of the 2 that are like here. I'll just pull these ones off for now, but we'll sort it out later.
Yeah.
Because it's a big mess. Look at these blades of the Immortals and everything everywhere. Right, okay.
These can get back up as well, can't they?
They can, yeah.
I should have put more on. Right, on the big guy.
On the main guy, stompies on 4s. Oh, it's another good hit roll. Wounds on 3s. Oh, 3 wounds. Oh, I've got 1 command point left. He's sort of done what he needed to do, this guy, anyway, but let's hope he makes all these. Oh, he's made 2, he can't die. It's D3 damage.
D3.
For 3, that's a lot of damage, though. Actually, when he takes a wound, I can pass it over, can't I?
Yeah, you can, yeah.
I'm going to take it on him. I'm going to take the 3 and keep the Lich Guard alive, because he gets
Warlord as well.
Gets 6 wounds in Warlord. That's a good, strong...
Yeah, you've got it.
I've got it, because I've killed a knight. Eesh. Dave, you're so committal. But... Right, I'm going to leave these lying down here for morale, because you've got assassins and everything yet to come in, but you've still got 2 fully functioning knights. It's definitely not it.
Combat over there for the Dreadnoughts.
These can obviously do their thingies, but we've got some combat over there, so we'll move these guys around and go over there. Right, so down here we're going to put 2 wraiths into the Tech Marine, because that's all we can fit in, and the rest are going to go into the Dreadnought.
Yeah.
So we'll go against the Dreadnought first, so these hit on 3s. Oh, that's a pretty bad roll. Well, I kind of don't know, I got a pretty good roll over there, I think. 5 to wound, strength 6, toughness 7, isn't it? Yeah. So just 1 wound at -2. Goes through and it's 2 damage flat. And then we've got it against the Tech Marine. That's a bit better. They all hit. 3s to wound. Ooh. Just 2 at -2. I'm debating the CP. No, I'll keep my last CP. Yeah, so he's 4 ups. So he's took 2 damage. He's got 2 left.
So right, 1's on 2, 1's on 6.
Yeah, and we'll let Dave do some attacks back down here. So the servo arm is missing. He can re-roll a hit.
I can.
So he's hit with a servo arm. It'll wound on a 3.
Oh, he's got chainsaw as well. So the 2 chainsaws and the servo
So 3's to wound on the servo arm, which is wounded, and 5's to wound on that one. So you can re-roll one of those. No, so the servo arm on a 3 up in run.
It's -2, 3 damage.
Yeah, it's a flat 3 damage.
Yeah.
Is it the servo arm?
Yeah.
I'm going to use my last CP on that wraith. Yeah, it's saved. I thought it was D3 damage, but if it's a flat 3, it would have killed the wraith. So I'm out of CP, and you've got your Dreadnoughts 4 attacks. I'm going to keep these wraiths alive, so I've got a feeling they're going to be the ones that might help me out. He's got 4 hits. He's got his strength 6, isn't he?
Yes.
He's wounded with all of them.
Okay.
And we're looking for 3 ups, so I've dropped a wound on a wraith. I'll take that. That's pretty good. It's the end of my turn. 1 point for Warlord so far. I was moving to Dave's turn. Okay. So before the net goes crazy, we went back here. Obviously I couldn't use the CP to reroll the Wraith save because I'd used one for the Scarab earlier. So he's killed the Wraith with a punchy fist and he's caused a wound with the Dreadnought on the other one. And Dave's busy manoeuvring around now to see what he can do. Right, so that took Dave about 2 hours to move. So basically the Tech Marine come running through here. He did advance as well, didn't he?
No, he hasn't advanced,
just moved to get within 3 of this. The Knight then moved round as well to double up on this. Obviously he's got a lot of choice targets here, he now wants to smash. The Marine squad have stayed still, as has the Assassin who's up there, who's got some better targets to choose now. End of the movement phase, this girl dropped in, she rolled a 1, so she's 4 inches away from the Wraiths and 4 inches away from the Destroyers. If she's going to charge the Destroyers, they can't see her, so good for negating the Overwatch. Equally, this guy's dropped away 9 inches from the Warriors. There are 3 of them, I can see him for Overwatch, but he's negating a lot of them around there. Obviously he's going to try and do some work on my units now. And this guy has come around here, and Dave's got a strat where he can attack 6 inches up as well, which is still in play if you need to use that. When he comes into charge, sorry, the Assassin that was here has come back this way to lend a hand against the Wraiths. The Tech Marine stayed in combat.
Yeah.
You can roll a heal now as well because you haven't healed your Dread,
right.
And the Dreadnoughts fell back.
So heals D3.
So there's 1, so he's up to 7. I'll tell you what, just put a skull on so you know he's lost a wound. He's got 1 wound off him. And that's it, wasn't it, for the movement, yeah? So we'll go into the shooty phase.
I will forget that.
So he's starting with the Vindicator, he's going for the Traveller, who's right down there, you can see him, good line of sight. He has hit, he wounds because he's infantry on a 2.
D3.
Well, I get a save, it's -3, isn't it, on his
Yeah.
gun. So he will get a normal save, which he doesn't pass, because he can't get his invuln, so it's fine. So yeah, so it's D3 damage.
Indicator.
So
2.
D3 damage is 2 wounds.
I've done.
Well, you've got your headshot ability.
Yeah, headshot on a 3. Yes.
Kicks in, so that's a mortal wound, but wait there, I'm going to pass some wounds off to the Lich Guard.
Okay.
So
Let's have a look at what.
I need to roll up for the first one. I think it's a 2-up. So we've got the first one, we need to roll 2 because it was 2 damage, so on 2 ups it is for the Lich Guard. So I've intercepted the 2 wounds from the damage of the gun, taken 2 mortal wounds, so we'll knock the Lich Guard down, which means the headshot, if we read it, stratagem won't come into play because the character hasn't been damaged.
Yeah, okay, makes sense.
Makes sense?
Yeah.
I think that's right. Because he hasn't physically now had any damage on him, has he? And that's what they're there for, they're to take the hits. So the Lich Guard's bit the bullet.
Right.
But
so
it's definitely not over yet.
So
We've
I'm not
got
going to do the
bolters and stubbers down here. Yeah, there's no point in, well...
The point was I was trying to get another command point back. That's all.
Well,
that was
you
the
couldn't
biggest
shoot
thing.
him, but there is another character down there.
No, but then I need that point to hit him.
Alright, yeah, you can shoot him. Yeah, he's the Warlord. You go for him on 2 wounds.
No, I need a point for him to punch up.
Alright, you know what you could have done?
Turbo.
No, you could have shot him with the Assassin, and if you killed him, use the command point to get D3 points back because it's the Warlord.
Oh, yeah.
Or there's one where you get a point back if it's a character, and if it's a Warlord,
That's
it's,
what it was,
it's
Warlord,
either D3 or 3. So you could have actually used him to command point form there. So Tech Marine's going for a crack grenade, hits on a 2.
Misses.
He can reroll because he's a Salamander. Hits, wounds on a 4. He can reroll because he's a Salamander.
There you go.
-1, so we're looking for a 4-up. Yep, saved.
Fine. He will stubber your
Scarabs. The Lord is actually closer if you wanted to put some shots into him, but...
Yeah, man.
Well, are you sure? Because he's in cover there, technically, he'd be on a 2-up save.
So they're in cover. Oh, no,
They're not, because they're
we'll do
swarms. Yeah. 1 hit. 3 to wound. No wounds. Moving swiftly on to the Marines. So the missile from the Marines going to the Destroyers. Nothing else is in range, really.
Hits.
He's hits and he's wounded. So we're looking for a 5-up. That's the weirdest place the dice could have landed. Oh, it's a save.
Goes through.
Yeah.
Right, the Calexis.
I can honestly say I've never rolled a dice and had it land cocked in a window before.
The Calexis uses Animus Speculum.
Yeah.
And his Psycho Grenades because you can throw both.
Well, you'll not be able to reach because you're still in combat with the Wraiths.
Oh.
But I'm sure this guy, the Aversa's got a gun and this girl's got a pistol as well.
Well, we'll do it at the wraiths.
And you've got a stubber.
Yeah, you just go
Oh,
with the
sorry,
wraiths.
these wraiths. Yeah,
Well, I was meaning them ones, I'll go with them ones, yeah.
but they're in combat.
Yeah, so it's got to be them ones, yeah.
I think it's 18 inches, isn't it?
It is,
They should be in range, yeah.
So it's assault D3.
So 3 shots. It's on 2s.
Wee.
Oh my gosh, Davey.
Standard issue. The Dreadnought fell back.
The knight's got his stubbers.
Yeah, he'll stubber.
To the warriors.
Well, will I? Because he'll just remove the ones so I can't charge him. So no.
Go destroyers, wraiths in the middle.
Yeah.
Wraiths, yeah. 3 hits. 5s to wound. Nada.
Whoops. You know what I mean? You could just take off them two.
Could have done, yeah. Could have done. I wasn't thinking about it game me wise, but
the Eversaw.
He's got his super shotgun pistol.
Just 9.
So Dave's just roll for the Eversaw.
Oh, you can reroll wound rolls if it's infantry.
Is it for his pistol, yeah?
Yeah. So 3 wounds.
3 wounds at minus, no? Minus?
-1.
-1, so they're still in the cover, so 4s. So we'll drop a warrior. I'm going to take the guy away closest to Dave to make the charge 10 inches. Is this one?
Okay, and
Probably even lying down as well.
Calidus, what's she got?
She'll have some sort of
She's
pistol
got
or
some
grenades.
weird leadership gun.
A leadership gun sounds good.
Yeah, she's got leadership gun. No.
So Dave's going to shoot her into the warrior, so it's assault 1, hits on a 2.
I roll 3d6.
Yeah, go for the
And
leadership.
if the roll is equal or higher than your leadership, it suffers D3 mortal wounds.
Yeah, so 10 is that leadership, so D3 mortal wounds on the warriors.
2.
It's 2, so we'll lose 2 more. I'm going to take them again. From the front, go to Dave, take his charge with 12 inch plus. So Dave's going to go into charge. It is 12 inches for this guy now. Where do you want to start though?
This knight will charge 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, we'll do the Overwatch off camera. So it's -2 for through a crater, but he's literally just an inch anyway. So yeah, he's in anywhere he wants to be really. Tech Marine's going in as well. 7 makes it through because it's -2. Should make it in. Yeah, because he's 3 to there and that's 2 inches. Yeah, he's definitely in.
The Colexus will charge your wraiths.
Okay, yeah, no Overwatch over there. 3, he's staying where he is unless you're using your last command point.
No, he's over there. The knight will charge, everything there. Kind of feel,
No, he's definitely coming around the back of the building.
So he just moves in that inch.
Just move the wall out the way. He's just going to kick it out the way, that little barricade if he wants to. And where's this girl going? She's going up for the destroyers. I can't see her for Overwatch.
The wraiths can't.
The wraiths have got no guns, no.
I'll charge the wraiths as well.
Just to make sure. You can go either way that you can choose. Yeah, okay. Oh, she's in just, well, yeah, just 4 inches.
I think that's this. Oh no, the Eversaw.
You've got the Eversaw who's now 12 inches away, but I think this fella rolls 3 dice.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, he's in here. 3 dice.
You said 12 charge, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh no,
is it
it's
not
3
3
dice.
dice?
Sorry, it is. Yeah.
He's in.
Right, so
He's got a
16
inch charge, yeah. So no damage here on Overwatch done. Obviously couldn't shoot this girl, and I think we've done a wound or 2 to the knight down there with the Warlord, actually, so...
Right, stop.
No, I've got 1 CP. Can't interrupt, so Dave's just going to...
Just doesn't matter what
going to start and work his way through.
3.
So attack Marine, so he's hit with his power fist because it's -1. It doesn't wound. Yes, wounds, and then he's got his chainsword attacks. All hit, 1 on 5s. 2 wounds there. So we'll do the 2 saves against...
Reroll on them, Connor? Wound?
Did you reroll the failed wound? I can't remember.
I think I did actually, yeah.
So 1 goes through from the thingy. 4, and then it's -3. No, so he takes 3 damage from
-2
that.
for a server one.
Still failed.
Right, and that's 3 damage.
Yeah, so he's down to 1.
Down to 1, okay. Then the knight.
The knight. Did try, we just rolled off camo, did try the, I forgot its name now, the shield just made us totally forget. The shield, we didn't roll less than the damage. So it does go through. So Dave's just tying up with the idea of where to kick and who to kick with his knights. Right, so do you know what you're doing?
Yeah.
2 stomps on this, wasn't it?
2 stamps on the... No, 1 stamp
1
on
stomp
him.
on that.
2 stamps on the scarabs.
Yeah,
And 2
and 2
ravages.
solid hits with the Ravager on the Overlord.
Yes.
Okie dokie then, do you want to start with the... What's up you? Overlord?
Ravager.
He's got 1 hit.
I think.
And it rerolls through its own relic ability.
There you go.
So he isn't degraded yet, is he, this guy?
No.
Nope, so he's got 2 hits. He's got 1 wound.
Just 1 wound?
What's the strength?
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Yeah, he's T... Oh no, yeah, 2 wounds.
Yeah.
2 wounds. I'm T5. I'm thinking that over because we keep calling him the Warlord when we've been talking. I'm thinking T6. So he's made one. One's gone through.
Which is
flat 6 damage.
Flat 6.
Do I keep my command point here? Considering I know you're probably gonna. Nah, I think I'm gonna have to let him go.
He's gone.
He's flattened. We'll leave him there for now because I think that strat, there's a one that you use. It might be at the end of the phase to bring him back to life.
Okay.
But we'll leave him there for now. We know where he is.
Stamped on your images. They all hit.
Yeah, 2s.
1, 2, 5.
No saves, so it's 5d3 damage, isn't it? You have to roll them one at a time because a 3 will kill a base. So 1 base dead, 2 bases dead, and yeah, the other base is gone. So they're all dead. And then the stomp on this guy. 3 hits. This is just strength 8, so it's 2 wounds. And it's -2, isn't it, the stomps?
Yes.
So 5s. He's gone.
Does he blow?
He's gone. I don't think so. I'll double check for you. I don't think they do. So yeah, you choose when he dies, and then obviously they come back to life at the end of the phase, so we're going to leave it. But we've got Dave hadn't rolled his damage on here, so he's actually rolled a 3. So on a 2 or a 1, I'll ignore the first one.
Of course you do.
And he's rolled a 2. So on a 1,
yeah.
try Extoril, so be left alive. Nah, it's
No,
gone.
it does.
But it can blow up. So does it blow up on a 6? It
Standard.
does.
Standard.
So it's D3 mortal wounds to the Tech Marine for 2, D3 on the Knight for the full 3.
Standard.
And I think this guy's within 6 as well. So if he's not, we'll roll anyway, and if he's not, we'll take it off. So 2 on him and 1 on the Lich Guard.
2 on the Knight, was it?
3 on the Knight.
3 on the Knight.
3 on the Knight, 2 on the Tech Marine. We'll measure up. If those distances aren't on, we'll put the people back on. So yeah, this guy's down to 1 wound. They were just outside of 6 inches of the Stalker, so it didn't take the wound. The Knight's now down to...
he's on 20.
20. The other one's on...
18.
18. So they're damaged. There's damage coming through. Dave's got to attack down here.
And here
He's also got down there with the Tech Marine once he moves into the normal ones. And he's also got his Assassins, which we'll not forget. So
yeah. Right, so the Knight. So spend your last command point so I can reach up and hit him.
yeah, he's going to reach out and touch.
He's got invulnerable saves.
Oh, I don't think you could declare him as a target of the charge.
I said everything.
Alright, yeah. I'm just thinking he might be more than 12 inches away from where you were.
It can be, it's 9, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. I was like an inch away.
Alright, cool. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah, because I was...
and it's from there.
You went down there. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking, was he down here?
No, I was like just off the wall.
No, that's right, you were.
Right, so we've got 5 attacks. 3, 4, 5. Right, he's got invulnerable saves there.
He's got a 4 up invuln. His lightning field won't cause a mortal wound to you because you're not within an inch. Because this is a strat to do it, isn't it? So you're not going to take a mortal wound off us, potentially. But he does have quantum shielding as well, so if you roll...
it doesn't matter because I've got to hit you with the claw or the sword, I think.
Do you?
Yeah, because...
well, he can't kick. You can't do a jump flying kick.
Devastating reach. Well, you can use feet, but they automatically fail feet. Yeah.
So what are you going to use?
The sword, I guess.
What's the damage on the sword? 6.
6, yeah.
So I'd have to roll a 6 to take the damage of his quantum shield, and you have to roll less than it. And I've got a...
Oh, hang on. That's what you mean, right. You've got that quantum thingy.
He's got the quantum shield, yeah. So that's what I mean. You're going to spend a command point, and then...
there's no point doing it.
You may as well just go for the warriors.
Yeah, I'll have to, yeah.
Shouldn't have told you that, because he could have just tanked the whole night's worth of attacks. But yeah, I'm guessing all stomps onto the warriors coming up.
Isn't it? Yeah.
And you can take your command point back. Right, Dave's going to stomp the guys. This guy is damaged, but he's not bracketed, I don't believe yet.
Oh, a lot of ones, eh?
Yeah. That helps me out a little bit. 2s, because I'm only T4 little fellas.
And the 1/6 does a mortal wound as
Right,
well.
so there's 1 dead, and then there's, in addition, isn't it?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3,
10.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
6. I don't even know how many guys are left in there. Let's get some dice. 3, 6, 9, 10.
8.
There's 8, so there's already 7. And it's -2, isn't it?
Yep.
So, yeah, they're dead. Gone.
Gone.
Whole squad's gone. She'll let you pile in 3 inches. Right, so the Calidus is going next against the Destroyers with one of their own blades.
So, going to use... Have you got invulnerable saves on that?
They don't have an invuln, no.
Well, I get 1 additional attack with a poison blade. Are they a vehicle?
Not a vehicle, no.
1 additional attack with a poison blade. 1 of 2. Whoop.
Yes. Okay, that makes that simple.
Yeah, very simple. And then, so face sword, hitting on 2s.
4 hits. What's it to wound?
Face sword,
Is it user strength?
Strength 4, yeah.
So there's no wounds?
None.
Nothing? No wounds?
I think she's neat, that card.
She's whiffed.
There you go, it does.
But we've got the Eversor. So the Eversor gets 6 attacks plus 2 because he made a charge. So he's on 8 attacks, hits on 2s. I'm guessing using the claw.
The Neuro Gauntlet.
Yeah.
Reroll Feigned Wounds.
Against infantry, yeah. So got a couple of misses there. And then his strength with the claw is it strength 4 still? Is it user? 5. So he's wound on 3s and he can reroll failed. So he's got 5 wounds. What's the minus on the claw?
-1.
-1, so we've got 5 5-ups. Need some 5-ups. Oh, past 3. He's knocked 2 warriors down.
So that gives us 2 more attacks.
Yeah. We'll just hit. And wounds with 1. We can reroll the failed wound. So 2 more wounds, so 2 more 5-ups. Oh, and we've got another warrior. So we'll get that one down.
Okay.
I think that's it, isn't it? Oh no, you've got your Tech Marine over the far side.
Not great.
I'm going to leave these models here so we know how many's died for now.
Yeah, Tech Marine. 4 attacks? 3 attacks.
You've got 3 with his chainsword, and then you get to make 1 with his fisty power arm. So arms hit, arm does not wound. He can reroll a failed wound, which does not wound. 2 hits and wounds on 5s. 1 wound, 1 3-up. Oh, I passed. No, I'm just kidding. It went on the floor. Oh, I did pass. So nothing down there. I'll do my attacks back down here off camera and stuff like that, because I don't think I'm going to damage. There's nothing in against the knight. So we'll go down there and do the destroyers. I'll do these ones off camera because basically they're going to pile in and attack the Tech Marine and tag the Dreadnought as well, like that. So he kind of shooting his turn.
Oh, I didn't.
So the Wraiths piled in, did 2 attacks here, 2 attacks here. We actually got 3 wounds on each. That was a wound roll on the Dreadnought. It's pretty good.
Tech Marine.
So the Tech Marine has bit the dust because it's yet 2 damage. He's failed 1 save. And the Dreadnought has took, no, he's took 2. So 2 damage. So he's down to 5.
It's 2 damage.
It's 2 damage per hit, yeah. So the Tech Marine's dead. He's down to 5. Like I said, I don't imagine the Warriors will do much because the wind may will be done, which meant they could some extra attacks. And the Destroyers can only fit 2 guys into attack. So again, we'll do them off camera and see what's happened.
Okay.
Yeah, so Dean's Necrons continue to roll hot. We just took 2 wounds off this guy and we've got 3 wounds with the Destroyers. Yeah, just passed them all on the other assassin. It was better than I was hoping for though. I just said the wound rolls were crazy there. When you had 4 warriors hit, and I think I hit you 4 times and wounded you 4 times in, and you failed 2 of the saves. So that is that, I think. Yeah, because the Wraiths have piled in down there to well, they're on the Dreadnought. We'll do a little further bit wraparoundy type stuff. But so there's a morale on these.
Your Dreadnought is back.
Oh, your Dreadnought, yeah. Sorry, your Dreadnought needs to go back. You can reroll one of those because he's a Salamander. And he wounds on 3s and he can reroll one of those. So you've got 1 wound with the Dread. He does drop a wound on that Wraith, so it goes down to 1. And I'm going to morale check on these guys. So we lost 6. 3 is 9, so we're good. So, like I said, we'll do it down there. And Dave's, at the end of that battle round then, I'm going to score 2 points for this one.
2.
3 for me, and you're going to score 1, 2.
Is it?
2? Yeah, because I'm dead on that one, I'm not on it. So, I score 3, you score 2, yeah? I think so, yeah?
Yeah.
So I've just rolled start of battle round 3, and the active thingy is this one, which is very awkward because I can probably get in there and hide, and the knight's going to have to do some really tricky work to get round. We've healed a wound on both of the guys that were wounded, and we've reanimated, I think it was 3 or 4 of these guys back anyway, so we'll go into the movement phase and see what we can do. So the movement done, these guys have stayed in combat. These guys have hopped over here, I've done a switcheroo really, so they're just a few inches away from these guys now because thanks to the FAQ, it makes sense, they can now charge again using fly. They fell back down here with good line of sight at both knights. I've got 1 CP left. The Lord has jumped in here to get on that double point objective, so I really need to try and help him out this turn. He's on 3 wounds because he healed 1. The Warriors have obviously locked in combat, I haven't decided, I could fall back and just surround you. You know what, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to fall back with them and surround him, because then he can't go anywhere. He's going to have to eat Overwatch, it's exactly what I'm going to do. Although, no, I'm going to stay where I am, piling. I was thinking about falling back and just literally falling back around them so you can't go anywhere.
Okay, yeah.
Because at the minute anyway, you can't really get around here to these characters and they're just more than 6 inches away anyway. And it's too much for her to get around and stuff.
So I mean, you just staying in combat with them?
Yeah, I'm just going to stay in combat and get some hits on them. These have moved forward. They got my will be done off this guy. And that's pretty much it, I think. So we're going to go into the shooting phase. I'm going to go the destroyers. I'm going to spend my last CP and all 3 of them are going to go. You know what? I'm going to start with the Warlord. I'm going to go into Tiger Feet for the Warlord.
Okay.
So I keep forgetting as well this guy can target characters, but I think it's more important that, you know, you can see the Calidus Assassin and stuff like that. Should I go for her? You know what? Yeah, I'll go with her with the Tesla cannon because she's in half range, and I'll go with this guy with the Staff of Light. So 3 shots with the Staff of Light. I've hit twice. I'll be wounded on a 5. Got 1 wound at -2.
Okay.
Saved, yeah, it would have just been 1 damage. And then the Tesla. So we've got 3 hits on the Assassin, because I can target characters even though they're not the closest. It's strength 6, so we've got 1 wound.
1 wound.
Fantastic. At -1, yeah, but she would have an one, so she's took a wound. I should have just maybe tried and tickle the knight, I think. So what we'll do is we'll spend the last CP, and the destroyers are going to open up. I'm going to put all guns into Tiger Feet.
Okay.
So are you rotating ion shields?
Nope.
No, so they hit on 3s, re-roll on 1s. Oh, always got a 2. Wound on, re-roll all misses.
Right.
For the strat, right, 3 hits. I didn't think I did that before, I might not have. Wound on 3s, re-rolling. 3 wounds this time, 3 saves at -4. 5 open wounds. None this time, you made them all last time, didn't you? No. 3d6. 14. 14 damage. Boosh. I'll take that. I'll take that.
4.
To be honest, they've done pretty much nothing really all game until there. Definitely that's helped out massively.
Yeah,
but I don't think I've got much else that can look back and shoot here really. I'm going to attempt to take control of this guy's stubber again, one more time. Yep. So the heavy stubber is going to shoot. Well, the Tech Marines in. I'm going to go for the Marines again because the Tech Marines in cover and he's 2 up armor. So 2 hits. He hits on 3, I'm guessing. 1 wound. Nope. Save the Marine. And these ain't got no guns. That's it. And that's it for my shooting phase. I'm all done. So we're going to go into the charge phases. These are going to charge both units. -2 for going through the crater, but get a +1. Oh, they're definitely in.
Yeah.
So you get your stubber here. No hits the Tech Marines guns. Do a crack Marine or bolter. You can reroll 1. You can reroll 1 because you're Salamander. No. He's going to go in against both units. So 6 would be enough anyway. Because I'm pretty much going to chuck him, I think, against the Tech Marine.
Okay.
I think we'll leave them there for now. Down here is just as it is. They fell back so they can't charge. The Wraiths are going to go into the Marine squad in the tower. So it's 8. That's enough because obviously they fly.
Can I see, yeah.
So you must be able to see somebody. We'll have a look. We'll have a look. But I think that's it for charges anyway because the Warlord's not going anywhere. So I'm going to start with the Wraiths because there's no command points anyway. So hitting on 3s. Again, that's not a very good one. I like to take these normally in the detachment where the reroll failed hits in the fight phase. 1 on 3s. 4 saves at -2.
On the night.
On the Marines.
The Marines.
So that's 4 dead.
Yeah.
We'll see who Dave wants. He's probably going to leave this guy here free because he's the last one. We'll pile down though, so I'll get about here, I think, with one of the Wraiths. These didn't charge, so I'll have to do them last. So I'm going to come down here, so obviously these guys get a bonus 1 attack still because the Traveller's still alive. Oh, that was horrific. The way my will be done, so that I'd wanted a hit roll, so they're hitting on 2s. Look at all those 1s. And wounding on 4s. Wounding on 5, sorry, because I didn't use the strat this time, so 2 wounds. -4, so he's dropped 2.
Yeah,
so he's dropped 4 wounds because it's 2 damage each. How many wounds he got left?
18.
Is he bracketed yet or not?
No.
How many does he need to be bracketed?
I want to say 12.
Right, okay. So I'm going to put 3 attacks into the Tech Marine, and I'm going to put 1 into here. So the 3 into the Tech Marine, 2 have hit. 1's wounded. Saved. So the 10 Marines, oh, that's not what I wanted. I should have went greedy. And I've hit the knight, wound on a 4. It does wound, so again another wound on the knight. -4. No. Because it'd be
Minus
6,
4.
wouldn't it? Because is he the Warlord one?
No, he's got the Ravager.
Right, yeah, so he's failed his save because it's -4, so it's 2 more damage.
2 more.
Yeah, I was expecting to kill the Tech Marine there. And then what we're going to do, we're going to go into this combat down here. I think I'm going to have to. So I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guys. Hitting on 3s. Oh! Look at that. Wound on 4s. 1 wound. Which is passed, so he's still on 4 wounds. So you get to nominate a combat.
So I'll go over there.
Go with the Dread, yeah.
4 attacks. Hits.
3 wounds. 3 ups. Yep, we're all good. And then, well, I'll go with the Wraiths, but you may as well roll for your other sword down here, because...
Okay.
So you'll get 6 attacks this time. So the other has got 5 hits, he's 6 attacks this time, so he didn't charge. Rerolls wounds with a gauntlet. Yeah. So he wounds on... Is he strength 5, isn't he?
He's strength 5.
Yeah, so he wounds on 3s. And it's... Oh, he's 3 wounds. It's -1.
-1, 1 damage.
So you're looking for 5 ups. No, so he's knocked 3 down.
Another 3 attacks then.
Yep. 1 wound rerolling. 1 wound. No, so he's knocked another 1 down, that's 4. And we've done the roll for the Wraiths over there. They've got 3 wounds on the Dreadnought. So you've got 3 saves of a 5 up.
5 ups.
Oh, he's made 2 again, so he's just took another 2 damage. So he's down to 3 wounds.
Yep. Oops.
And I believe that's all the combat's done, isn't it?
Yes.
I think so. So, oh no, your Tech Marine and your Knight have an attack back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to get away with a sneaky. So who are you going with first?
So the... Oh, you see, I actually want to leave him for the Vindicate.
So he's got someone to shoot at. Well, he can only attack him, can't he? So
You what?
he can only attack him. He can't get through the other guys.
So
So
3 swords, 1 power thing, hits, power thing,
wounds,
3 swords.
2 wounds, 2 wounds, 2 chainsaw wounds,
And
1 power fist. Well, the power fist are flat
It's
3
not power
damage.
fist, it's a
To
servo arm.
servo arm. So he saved his 4 up in one. And he's dropped a wound.
Perfect actually.
Actually, I think he might have a 2 up in one, 2 up armor. So no, he does have a 3 up anyway. He did. So he's got 1 wound left anyway. I'm not going to intercept that with the other guys. I think I need to try and get them to tank as many of these wounds as they can.
Feet.
Yeah, because then the Knight would just kick him anyway. So
Feet full brackets.
oh, he's still on full.
Yeah.
There'd have been a lot of misses there if he wasn't. 3s with the feet. It's a lot better this time.
3s. Okay.
Yeah, because the T5 these guys.
Okay.
3.
1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Right, I'm just going to roll these ones because it's -2, isn't it?
Yeah.
So 9 5 ups. Oh well, they're dead.
1, 3.
Yeah, they're
4.
dead. D3 damage each. There's only 3 guys left, so there's 8 go through.
Okay. Cool.
So they're gone. So he can consolidate if he wants. He's
Yeah,
probably good where he is.
Yeah. He's like a millimetre closer, isn't he?
So I think that's my combat punch gone. The Eversa's gone. That's it.
Isn't it?
I think we're done. Yeah, I think everyone's done.
Yeah.
So at the end of my turn, obviously we scored the battle round. There's no extra hidden points or anything yet. I'm getting very thin on the ground here, like. So, but there's no sudden death, which was my plan. Try and get out and get on the objectives. And when you kill us, which was inevitable, then at least I've scored some sort of points and can maybe hold out. So we'll go into Dave's turn 3. Let's see what happens. So I think so. Dave, yeah, movement phase is done. I don't imagine the Eversa's going to fall back. So basically, this guy hopped back. The Knights fell back out of combat. He can still charge in that. He's Titanic. He's moved around this way. Getting into the game. She opted between going to these or coming in down here. She's opted to come down here and help kill out the Necron screen. Because to be fair, another round of combat off him with some extra help, they should be gone. There's no reanimations going to be happening. This guy sort of moved around here so he can attack the guy through the wall. Nothing I could do there. I have to sit there and try and score 2 points. This guy's advanced round down here, playing for later turns. If obviously the Knight doesn't get in or fails or whiffs or whatever, then he can come and help. He's fell out of combat. This Marine, the tactical Marine playing a tactical, he's literally jumped off out of combat to score that one because he's a troop, so he'll trump these guys. And this guy, the ever present, just stood still again as he does. He's got good targets now, though. He can definitely see a good.
This is what it depends on. He needs to kill the characters to get the points back.
Yeah, so Dave's got one command point, so you can fire him twice, and he's got a 1 wound carrot over there, and a 3 wound warlord potential over there. So
I'm gonna start by stubbering him.
Yeah. To 1 hit, because he'll ballistic skill will go down as well. 1 hit, yeah. 5's to wound. Does wound. He's obviously in the cover and obscured. It's a save anyway.
Save anyway. The Calexis will shoot him in.
Yeah, well, he's closer than the Wraith, so yeah. Calexis looking through the window.
Assault D3. 3 shots.
So he's got 3 shots, hits on 2s, 3 hits.
Strength 5, -4.
So he'll be wounding on 5s, no wounds. But to be honest, it's not his optimum target, is it? It's the Psychers. Right, so this Marine can't shoot because he fell back. Neither going to attack Marine. It's your assassin, the Calexis.
He might as well stubber them.
Yeah, stubber the... Okay. Stubber the Wraiths. 1 hit. 1 wound. 1 save.
That's about it.
The Calexis down there. She's got a pistol or something, I'm pretty sure you said.
So.
Yeah,
it does that.
So she could shoot the destroyers because the warriors are in combat. Not the the Eversoul's got a pistol as well, you can shoot that as well. Yeah,
so there's 4 shots in the pistol. Right. And it's strength 4.
Yeah, 2 wounds.
No, I'll reroll. Still reroll against infantry. 4 wounds.
4 wounds and -1, did you say?
-1, 1 damage.
So 2 have saved, 2 have died.
Okay. The Caldas.
I'm going to go on here, see if there's any shenanigans on play.
Caldas will have to shoot the destroyers.
Actually, there is. I'm going to take these 2 off that have died, because then that'll mean you're more than an inch away, and you're going to have the charges, which means your attacks will go up. But let's be fair, I don't have many of them left anyway, so every little bit helps in this instance.
So that means the Caldas will be able to shoot them now.
Yeah, she can shoot them now if she wants, yeah.
So assault 1 hits on 2. Oh, it doesn't. Just leadership. I roll 3 dice.
Yeah, you need over 10.
8,
Yeah, 11. D3 mortal wounds. 3. You know, you're saying for like a pistol's rubbish in it, but it's actually.
Yeah, it's not a pistol. It's a neural shredder.
Shredder. So we'll lose 3.
That's meant to represent.
So we're gonna lose 1, 2, 3.
I think that's it. Just a Vidnicare, right?
Yeah. Let's have a look, because I think I've lost 5 this turn, so I'm going to leave the dead next to them.
So, right, so last one gone. Turbo penetrate around.
Are you sure? I thought you were just shooting them normally and trying to go for the kill, and then getting the second shot with the next command point.
No,
getting the command point.
3 back.
No, you have to spend a point to do it.
Oh,
it's a stratagem, that's what I'm saying. So you go for your normal shot, and if you kill him, you're going to just go for the carrot over there, yeah? You hit him on a 2 and wound him on a 2.
I see that 1 to get it back, don't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's got to be him, isn't it? First.
To be honest, yeah, he's the warlord as well. Yeah. It makes it the full whack with command points back if you manage to get him.
Yeah, that's the way I've got to do it, yeah. So shooting at him.
Yeah.
2.
Hits. You need a wound.
What do we need to do?
I'm not going to tell you his roll. You're strength 5, aren't you?
Whatever it is, I don't know.
So Dave's going to go for the reroll on it. On this one, it is a 5. He does get the wound. I don't get the benefit of being in cover. Dave thought he broke my scenery, but he's actually put a bit of scenery on his assassin. So I don't get the benefit in cover. It's a 3 up normal armour. I don't get an in-run, but I will get it. It's -3 on the gun, so I need a 6 to save him. No, so he takes D3 damage. 2, which means he's got a wound left, and then on a 3 up you get the headshot ability. Yeah, he's got him, so that's another mortal wound, so he's gone. You spent a point, yeah, so you can't use the strat to get the extra command points, but you've got Warlord, and you've obviously took me off that objective, which is...
Doing that, I might as well have...
You could have charged him, that's what I said. I thought you were going to shoot down here, but you know why you did it? You wanted the strat to go off, but I think at that point,
Yeah, oh well, failed.
Yeah, so I'm going to go...
Did you go up, Brennan?
No, because he's not over 10. We're going to go into the charge phase.
It's got to be. I can't charge him now.
So...
Absolute fail.
Well, there's down here, I can see of one warrior if he wants to charge back in.
Oh dear.
We'll let you have a think, The Eversoul's going to charge in. Got no hit on Overwatch, it's only 2d6. but
3d6 for an episode.
is that not when he comes in from... Is it every turn?
Yeah, yeah.
Alright, okay.
So
Well, he's in anyway. He wasn't going to fail anyway. He got at least an 8.
So he's going to go like here.
Yeah.
And she will... is there any chance?
She could go back against the destroyers. I think we'll have to measure up and see what range. I think these might just be in. Be a long charge or 11 or something, is it?
No, I don't think it's that far. Be like 9 inch.
Yeah, 9 inches. Is she going to go for them or is she going to go for the destroyers?
I'll go for them.
Yeah.
Will I? Yeah.
Yeah, well, you should wipe me. These Necron units wipe here.
Yeah, go on. I'll go for them. She just goes 2 dice.
Yeah, she's in.
Yeah.
So she gets in right around the corner. So I've got assassins in my back door. Not nice. Not nice. So I think that's it for charges because everything else fell back.
He can charge.
Unless a knight's going to go for the destroyers on the middle objective. Because he'll not be able to fit through there at all with that tech marine stand in the way.
We can like that.
Yeah.
It's
up to you.
I can't for the destroyers.
Destroyers, yeah.
Yeah.
I think if you get rid of them, I'm literally going to be... It's going to be like moving race around and keep hoping to get the points.
Yeah.
So go on then, we'll roll your charges and see what you get. And we'll do some more watch off camera. It's 9's definitely enough to get into the destroyers.
Think?
Yeah. No hits either.
9 inches. Oh, yeah.
So we'll go into Dave's combat phase.
Got to get 12.
Tiger Feet's going back, needs a 12 inch. He's got nowhere else to go, so...
Yeah.
No, he's...
Nope.
Nope. Good chance to run 3 dice, so... And the other guy advanced the assassin, so he can't go in. But
Colexus will charge against your wraith.
Colexus at the advanced.
You did? Oh, yeah.
He did, because he was going to go and try and get closer to the Warlord with the thingy. But anyway, start where you like. I'm happy to just take these off, whoever you want to activate, because he gets 8 attacks, hitting them on. There's no way I'm going to make them saves. They're as good as dead.
Aye, no, I'll go with the Caldas first, because when you activate, you might be able to get them as well, you see.
Oh yeah, he declared them as a thing you're charging, he? So
Caldas first.
yeah, actually she could, because she's known to whiff. So Poison Blade is the bonus attack.
Which hits.
Hits.
And
doesn't move.
Unless it's targeting a vehicle. And then his normal attacks, 1, 2, 3, 4,
Is she
5.
using... I've got a 4-up armour, so has she got a power sword?
She's got a phase sword.
Yeah.
And she's got...
Something.
So if I attacked it on 2s.
3 hits. 2 wounds.
And this is strength 7.
Yeah, so wounds on 3s. What's a minus?
It's -3,
Yeah.
no vulnerables.
No saves, yeah. So goes straight through the armour. So they're dead. Like I said, whichever one activated first. If anyone's likely to whiff, it will be her, but they're both dead.
Yes.
Yeah, so he's going to activate him now because
he
did, yeah. And I obviously couldn't heroically intervene because he's more than 3 inches away at the start of the fight phase.
Oh, the character's there?
No, but he is. But you were more than 3 inches away. I would have to get some free attacks on him.
Yeah.
But you were too far away anyway.
He ever saw 5 attacks, 6 attacks.
8 attacks because he charged.
4, 5, 6 plus 2 for charging.
Yeah. 8 attacks hitting on 2s. Do.
Yep, hit on 2s.
They all hit.
This was the
gauntlet. So is he strength 5?
Actually, you've got an invulnerable on them.
Yeah, 4 up.
Was that a hit?
Yeah, he hits on 2s.
And this is going to be strength 5.
So 4's to wound. You can re-roll, yeah, there's another one in there. Yeah, take that, whichever, yeah. Right, so that's 7 wounds.
Yeah.
What's the minus?
-1, 1 damage.
Right, so 3 up armor to a 4 up invuln or 4 up invuln on the shield. 2, so he's killed 1.
Just 1, and
yeah.
Then that's an extra attack, which there's another one.
There's another wound. So he's took a wound on another one. Looking for dice randomly. Right, so there's a wound on this guy. So we'll go over to your knight.
Yeah. Right, have they got an invulnerable?
Nope. Stomp your feet. They've got 3 wounds each with a T5.
There's no invulnerable save. Right,
They've got three at one, where you're going for the Ravager, yeah, he's going for instant kills. So you're not degraded yet either, are you?
Yeah. 5 attacks. Yeah, 5 attacks.
Yeah.
And on 2s. All hit.
Yeah. Right, 2's to wound probably, strength 1,000,000. And then it's -7, 6 damage flat, they're dead. They're dead.
Tell you what it is. Ravager is -4.
Yeah.
6 damage.
Are they dead? Well, I think the only thing we've got left activated is down here then. So 8 attacks with these guys back. hit on 3s. And we are strength 6, so 3s. Oh, just 3 wounds. It's on his end run, obviously it will be minus off the face swords, but so he's dropped another wound, which is 3. And then we've got the Cryptek, which I think's got 2 hits. Not wounds, or no wounds. So that's the end of that. Like I said, I don't think anything else is locked in combat, is it? There's no wraiths. You've got that one. End of that battle round. That's going to be contested. Dave's going to score 1, 2 for the Marine over there, because he's troops 3.
And that's the one's worth 2, I think, isn't it?
No, it's the one in the building.
No,
that's why I moved the Lord onto it.
You did, yeah.
So you've scored 3 points, and I'll score 0. So that's a good turn. That's brought you right back into it, 3-0.
After one left.
Right, so we've just rolled. Not good news for the Necrons. 1 is the active objective, which is the one where the Blue Knights just stepped down onto. So we've done reanimation anyway. We've got the guy back. We rolled a 5, which was very nice, and we've healed the wound on the Traveller, who's just moved forward. He's going to obviously take on the Tech Marine. What I may have to do is block this Knight off and score it. We'll see. Very, very tricky now, though, with being worth 2 points and the other one's 1. We're very thin on units. So, let's see what we can do. Right, had some hard decisions to make there. These Wraiths are going to have to go for this Knight, because this is worth double points. There's nowhere else that could have went safely. This squad's gone between these 2 targets. I'm going to attempt to attack this guy and obviously attack this Marine and spread them out to make advantage of that footprint on their bases. And maybe get that objective, be within 3. Down here, the Traveller, like I said, I think we covered it. He moved in there, a little bit closer to him, still within 12 of the Knight to make use of a cheeky stub if need be. And these guys just stayed locked up. So we're going to go into the shooting phase. Got no pistols to shoot down there. This guy's not got no guns. The Wraiths have got no guns. That's my shooting phase done. Apart from the fact I'm going to try and take control of that Knight's gun. Yep. So we've got his heavy stubber. I'm going to go 3 shots into... I don't even know who's the closest model.
Does that be the closest model?
Can you see the Marine? No, I don't think I can see your Marine sticking out down there. Well, no, I'm just saying the mostly characters and stuff now. It's weird the way it's all working. Yeah, I'll go against the Dread. What's the strength on the stubber? 4. Yeah, we'll go against the Dread. So we've got 1 hit, 1 wound. I was going to go against your Knight and try to save it. I was going to say I can get a cheeky wound and it would have worked, but you would have saved. Yeah, so straight into the charge phase. We're going to go in here, so you get some Overwatch.
Right.
So he's made it in.
So a crack grenade. Nope.
Missed. Gets a reroll because he's a Salamander.
No.
Missed. We're already in down here, so we can't really do anything.
Yeah.
The Wraiths are going to multi-charge the Marine and the dude on the top.
Right, Marine.
So we'll see. Yeah, 10 inches is enough.
Marine misses and whatever it is.
He's missed. So the pistol and the rifle are the same. So they've got 11 inches. Oh, and the Wraith's in the middle on the Knight. Oh, 2 inches. Oh, failed. I can't even get to that middle objective.
I can't stop them. No.
Because I'm pretty sure I've used my last command point as well. I'm sure it went a while ago. I should still be within 3 of it, but it was the idea I was going to try and come round hopefully and tie you. And obviously start stripping wounds off you. So we'll move the charges in and see what we can do. I should be within 3.
Yeah, your front one is, yeah.
Yeah, but it's then the ability of then have to stay there and take a load of hits. Yeah.
Let's say that's my character there. Well, you could be buffing him and it affects the person here.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's all sorts of weird things.
Talking about like stuff being knocked out with coherency and all over the board. So the Traveller's going to go into Tech Marine, all 4 attacks this time. He might well be done himself because there's no one else around. So he's got 4 hits, wounds on 2s. He's got 4 wounds at -4, so 4 saves of a 6 or he's dead. He had to go this time, didn't he? Yeah. So 3 inches, I'm just going to go closest enemy unit's probably him. I'm just going to stay still on my 2 wounds. The next unit, well, Dave's got no points. I'm going to activate the Wraiths. So we've got the one attacking the Marine. We've got 2 hits. I need this guy to die. 1 wound. You need a 5 up. Oh,
he's there.
And the one on the Assassin. Is he minus to hit in combat? I don't think he is.
Oh, no, I think it's just shooting.
Well, I've got a 4, 5 and a 6, so we'll see. We'll roll for the wounds.
Ranged weapons.
Right, so he's got 1 wound through on the Assassin, so he's got a 4 up end one. No, so he's dropped 2 wounds. The important one was the Marine though. I wanted to kill him to score that objective. Because it's a bit closer than we think. So next I'm going to activate the other unit, which is these guys. Oh, you'll get your stubber against my wraiths as well who fail to charge.
Right. What's that one, sorry? Oh, there, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so down here, 10 attacks because there's 5 guys now. That's a bit better. Scrapping it out down here. Oh, that's good. 6 wounds. 6 in wounds on your Eversaw who has 3 wounds left. 6 wounds
on the Eversaw, ooh,
yep.
Dear me.
6 4-ups required. Oh, he's alive for the wound. He's dropped 2. Yeah. He's dropped 2. You get to nominate a unit now as well because they were locked. I do have a Cryptek.
You've used all yours, haven't you?
Yeah, because they were already in. So I've done all my charges and I've done the unit that was in combat.
So
so
anyone else to go, doesn't matter.
I've got a Cryptek who is with the Eversaw down here. So if you want to use him...
Is she getting in combat? No?
Nah, she's more than 3 inches away.
Well, it's got to be him, isn't it?
Yeah, well, you've got your Marine up there or your...
Yeah, that's be him.
Yeah, it makes sense to go with him.
5 attacks with it?
6 attacks.
6 attacks.
8 on the charge.
6, so we'll put them all on him.
All on the... Yeah,
the
all
guy
on
who's
the...
going to hit him back, yeah.
Okay,
yeah. Let's see what I want to use here.
You want to use a gauntlet because he's T4. He's not as good as them. He hasn't got an in-one.
I think I'll use the sword.
You're going to use for the power sword against the Cryptek?
Yeah, what's his toughness, sorry?
Toughness 4, so you'll be running on...
4.
Oh, you're not strength 5? Oh no, you're strength 4, aren't you?
Not with the sword.
Yeah.
Yeah, not with the sword.
So force to wound. Just 2 wounds.
Just 2, yeah.
No save, so I'm going to try and pass these over to the other dude. So a 2 up. No, so he took that wound and died. So I don't think well, I can't pass it over. Oh no, it's 1 wound. Sorry, it's single wounds. Yeah. Try and pass the second one. Right, he passes that one over. Actually, no, if it's a single wound, I'm going to take them. 2 wounds, he's still alive. I'm thinking you're causing like multiple damage here.
Nah, he's an infantry killer, but not like proper character killer.
I was absolutely cutting it. I was like, oh, and then I've realised, oh yeah, it's single wounds. Right, so he's down to 2. 2 wounds left. He's going to get his attacks back into the assassin. So can this Cryptek kill an Imperial assassin on a 3?
Yep.
Hits Staff of Light on a 4. He does wound. He's on an in-run. Dies. I think that's what Dave wanted at this point, so he could do a big pop.
Yeah, he does, I think it's D3 damage to everyone.
So he auto-explodes, so it's D6.
On the character? No, it's D6, you know.
1 wound on the Cryptek.
And the
Bitch Guard, 2.
That's it.
So put a wound on him. The Cryptek's down to 1. And he is dead.
Yeah.
We can move 3 inches towards the closest, which would be with this guy. So I don't really think I want to. Actually, I'm going to. Because it'll... No, I'm not. I'm going to bait you in. Because will you still be within 3? No, I'm going to have to. Yes, I'm going to. Do you know why? Because it's tactical. And then I'll tell you why. Because they're not within 3, but they're within the wound soakage of him. So if she moves off there to attack him, she would still... If I didn't kill her, she'd still score it. But if she comes in and tries to kill him, they can soak the wounds up and hopefully survive it. So, there you go. Dead assassin.
Dead assassin.
Eat it. So that's the end of my turn. That's as much as I could have done, I suppose. I could have done better and killed a Marine down there. But
I think the big thing is you've taken the Vindicator off.
Well, I've made sure he can't shoot, which means I should be scoring that. Because if he moves, he's not going to move away from there. It's 2 point. They have to stay there. Yeah. So I've hopefully given myself a point because he can't be targeted at the shooting field by anything else, really. And then down here is a Quagmire. So this was turn 4. We sort of got it wrong before. So we're going into Dave's movement phase, turn 4. So this assassin down here has moved just an inch away from the Cryptek. This knight's trudged over. He's what, 9-10 inch charge with 9 inches from these guys.
9 inches away is really 8 inch charge.
The assassin advanced through. He had to jump in. Well, he didn't need to really, but he's on the objective. The Dreadnought stayed still, just faced him this way because he's going to be shooting down here. The Marines, this annoying Marine, is keep jumping forwards and backwards. He's just going to stay in combat because he's going to shoot his pistol. And this other knight, this is Dave's bit of gamble. He's come around from here to try and get this guy onto this guy, relying on this guy to make his 9 inch charge plus here to get in and tie up the wraiths and kill enough that it bottles me for the objective. So straight into the shooting phase. So this guy will hit a wraith on a 2. He's missed. You were, I'll just point out, Dave was debating like jumping him down and spreading out just so this wraith unit had to go for one or the other, which would have freed him up to shoot next turn. But realistically,
just going to tag him again.
Realistically, the only target that he's priority target. You could shoot Wraiths, I think that's a good target for him, but the character targets are pretty much dead anyway if a knight gets in combat with it.
The Dreadnought,
The
fire
Wraiths.
everything at them,
Yeah, so
blast cannons.
you can reroll a miss, so 2 hits, 3's to wound. You can reroll a wound, so 1 wound, and a miss with a missile.
Yeah,
so 1 3 up. Yep, saved.
Fine, that Dreadnought's done nothing, the other one did nothing as well. Stubber.
Stubber into the character, or are you going to go and try and tickle some wounds off Wraiths?
Yeah, no, I'm going to stubber him.
Yeah. Are you damaged yet?
He is, but he's not on enough to be making.
If he's done 1 damage bracket, his ballistic skill will be 4 because the gallants are 2 and 3 on it.
He's not.
Oh, not right, not enough. I get you. 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
He'd be on 2 up armor in the cover. He's dropped 1. He's down to 1 wound.
1.
It's a good job they heal, isn't it, at the beginning of the turn?
Well, he's still got 6 wounds so far, hasn't he? He will stubber.
Got to be the Wraiths. There's a wounded one there.
Yeah, probably.
Because you kind of maybe see through. 2 hits. Ooh, 2 wounds, nice. Yeah, so he's got that wounded Wraith.
Okay. The Calidus will.
Oh, she's got a pistol thing, hasn't she?
Yeah, she's got her leadership shenanigan.
She's got choice, or is she going to go for the Cryptek or the unit?
The unit, I think, yeah.
Because the mortal wounds will slip past my shields.
It's the unit, so now I roll 3d6.
3d6, yeah, they've got leadership of 10. 9, not this time. That's the first time it hasn't worked though, and it's been quite handy that.
I think that's everything. Shooting. What's this sort of?
Yeah. Right, charge phase then.
Charges, so here to here.
Yeah, -2 for the creator, but you kind of see you failing with 3 dice, so he's definitely in. He's got a 9-inch.
Yep, you'll have your watch.
You know what might save us here? You're going through a crater as well, so it's -2.
Is this?
Yeah, if any part of your model or any of the unit has to go through, but you've got 3 dice to make it.
Yeah. Do you want to do your watch?
He hasn't got a gun.
Oh, he hasn't got a gun.
He's done it, he's done his 1 shot.
Neat.
She going in
Yeah.
against both units or just one?
Might as well.
See, they don't have a gun.
Weapons, might as well declare them.
But he has, yeah. So both. So she's in. He's got his staff of light. He's got 2 hits on her. He can't kill her though. No wounds.
So here then, it's an 8-inch.
Well, it's 9, wasn't it? Plus the 2 is 11.
8 to get within an inch though.
Right, so 8 plus 2 is 10. So he needs 10 or more on 3 dice.
No.
That was your gambit.
Failed.
But you've still pretty much got all the other objectives.
Yeah.
So it's not... The only thing that's done is give me 2. But it still means you, in theory, you should score 4. 4 to 2, which, if you do, it ties the game.
Oh, dear me. Right, you can't interrupt, can you?
Yeah, I've got no Overwatch or nothing like that, so...
Do you want to do this?
Yeah, go for it.
Still want to do it?
What are you going to do? Just whack him with a big sword?
I'm just going to do the feet.
Feet, are you sure?
Yeah.
It's death by 1,000 stomps. A big sword hit will kill him. He's got a 4-up in run.
So I mean, you're more likely to make that, aren't you? 1, 2,
Go on,
3, 4, 5 attacks.
He's still hitting on 2s?
Yeah.
He's dead.
That's what I was saying, yeah.
He's dead.
Right, so we'll just
I'll roll this many dice. Yeah, he's dead. He would have failed that one, so...
Alright. So we... 5.
Yeah, so the Calidus against the Cryptek. Ooh.
Fails them. Ooh, dear.
2, only 2 hits, hitting on 2s. 1 wound, because she's only strength 4, isn't she?
Strength 4, yeah.
-3. I'm going to say...
Get me Poison Blade as well.
Poison Blade.
Which...
Hits.
Does hit.
Wounds on a...
3 up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's the save on the Poison Blade?
-1, 1 damage.
Right, so I'll get a save of 5 against Poison Blade. Nope. So I'm going to pass that over on a 2-up. Yes. And I'm going to pass the Power Sword damage over on a 2-up. Yes. So one of these guys dies from the Poison Blade, and one of them takes a wound from the thingy.
Okay.
So we'll wound that one. We'll leave them there. So now you get to nominate a unit, which will be your...
Could be assassin that.
Your assassin, yeah.
Vindicare. 5 attacks. 3, 4, 5.
This is going to be so close, you know.
It's...
Maybe strength 4, so 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
T5. 2 saves.
2 saves.
Right, so I'll do some palings and some attack moves. I think it's only into the... Yeah, he's dead. So we'll pile in. Obviously, we've got to pile in this way, see how many we get in against the assassin. So, with the way it works, I think we're only going to have 1 wraith, because obviously have to stay coherent. So, 3 attacks. 1 hit, not enough to kill him. Not enough to even wound him.
Right.
A 2. So a bit of a whiff turn. To be honest, I've had 3, I think, poor whiffy turns, which has probably cost me a little bit. But that's the end of it then. So Dave's going to score...
Here. Well, you've done that, haven't you? Yeah, you've done that.
With the Cryptek. No, I haven't. I did Overwatch, you know. Yeah, I haven't attacked with... I can't kill you. There's not enough wounds. We'll do it off camera. But you're going to score 1 point, 2 points, 3 points, and you'll not score that because it'll be contested because my Cryptek should still be within 3.
Okay.
Because if he's not, when I pile in, I'm going to move and touch it to be within 3. So you're going to score 3 points and I'm going to score 2. So 3 to 2.
Okay.
So we're going to, cause the wound basically. That's all you could do with 1 attack, 1 wound on the assassin. Dave failed his invuln. So total the scores up as we'll go into turn 5. We'll roll to see which the active objective is because this is important I think for this turn. It's all worth 2 points. I think this could swing it for you, Dave. That's exactly what he needed.
Well, I don't know.
It is exactly what you needed. Because I've got minimal units.
Yeah.
Minimal units, so all of them are worth 2 points now. But we're going to have to see. We'll see what the Necrons can do because it means the Wraiths are going to probably stay still. They're probably going to leave your assassin alone. These are going to go for here. So I can literally sit on 3 and you'll be sitting on 2. It just depends what I've got left alive. And I think I'm a point ahead. That I didn't need that. That would have been nice to have something else. But we'll go into Necron's turn anyway and see what we can do. Right, the movement phase, we've got both of these guys back, which is a bit of help, so they've sort of shuffled forward a little bit. The Wraiths have hopped over this side, getting them out of line of sight of the Dreadnought's guns. And importantly, you know, makes this guy, he's crippled, isn't he? He's only moving a few inches, so he's going to be limited, hopefully. And obviously this guy's, there's nowhere else for Dave to get down here, so he's going to have to stay here, so he shouldn't be bolting, charging into them. And then the Wraiths have had to leave the attention of the assassin and come over here to try and get this one. Shooting phase is done. I've got no guns, so we'll go straight into the charge phase.
So
It can't fail down here, so I'm going to go in. She's already in combat, so she can't overwatch. It's 4 inches. I didn't need a lot anyway, I just want to wrap around. And the Wraiths up the top, 5 inches.
crack grenade.
So he's hit with his crack grenade, he's wounded, it's past its invuln.
Okay.
So we'll pile them all in, yeah. Like, there's nowhere to start. We'll just roll these off camera because I think there's a lot of attacks and I think the Marine should be dead. We only managed 3 wounds on the assassin. We rolled really bad. Oh, she's alive with a wound. She is alive with a wound. So depending on where she goes, could make a big difference. We'll kill the Marine down there. I think it was just a matter of time, really. So Dave's got some attacks back down here. He's got some decisions. Are you going into the 2 wound Cryptek or are you going into the shieldy dudes?
Might as well go on the shieldy dudes because they're just going to pass over anyway, aren't they?
That's the idea. I might take one or
Should have done that at the start.
try to take them over.
Poison blade.
So 4 attacks hitting poison.
Blade. Hits and wounds on a 3. There's a
Wounds.
wound.
-1, wasn't it?
-1.
4 up. So that's that wounded one dead.
Sorry, she does have 5 attacks. Need to add 1 with that, yeah. So a normal attack's actually hit.
4 times. She's got 1 wound. So strength 4.
Use it, yeah.
Strength 4. So she's got 1 wound. I'm guessing I can't use an invuln against
No
her.
invulnerable save.
But I've got a 3 up armor. And what's the minus?
It's -3.
So 6 up. Nope. And what's the damage?
Just
1.
just 2 damage. 2 damage.
2 damage. So she's killed
a
them.
Necron sword.
Yeah, she's using a Necron blade against them, even though theirs is only 1 damage. But yep, so she's knocked 2 down there, so that's not enough to make them feel their leadership.
Stood back up last turn though.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what's keeping me in. So that's it. That's my turn done. My turn 5 done.
Yeah.
We'll go into Dave's. Potentially, I'm in the potential to score 6 points to Dave's 4, but Dave can make sure that doesn't happen. So Dave has moved. This guy's moved up and around so he can get line of sight on the Wraiths because they were just hidden from where he was. Dave has come away from this one. I hope these pass out now, like pass their saves and stuff. They've got a lot of expert firepower and smashy fisties coming into them though. And this guy's trudged forward as maximum as he can, and this guy's just chilling out. There's no psychers to do. He's got a little picnic in the building or something going on. So we'll go into the shooting phase.
Stubber.
Yeah. 2 hits, 5's to wound, 1 wound. We saved.
It's going to be Stubber.
You can't see. Oh, they're in combat. Yeah, either the Wraith squads. Yeah.
Stubber against them.
1 hit. Oh, he does wound. Oh, we dropped a wound on a Wraith.
How many on?
They get 3 wounds each. So
one's on 2.
yeah, it'll be the furthest one away from the objective. Well, I'll keep it for your crack missile because you can't reroll it. It wasn't a miss.
Okay, right. Crack missile.
Yeah, so reroll the crack. So he's hit.
That was already wasn't it? Sorry.
You can reroll a failed wound anyway. So you've wounded with the las cannon. You're confusing me now, and you've wounded with the crack missile, right? So a las cannon, save, crack missile, saved.
Saves anyway, yeah.
So you've got your assassin.
Yeah. Just shoot them.
Yeah.
Cannons.
Hits. Doesn't wound.
Doesn't wound.
He needs a 4. You've got a pistol on you.
No, I don't think she does.
Sure, she's got a, sure it's a Neuro Shredder pistol. Nope, she doesn't have a pistol. It's an assault weapon, so me bad. So anyway, we're going to do some charges. I've got no Overwatch, so the big fella down here. Ooh, 6. Well, he's definitely in, but it's whether you can get.
Can't go any further than that.
Yeah, so he's going to chunk around there. Is this guy going in to try and eat up some wounds?
Might as well.
No, he's not.
There.
Right, so this guy, you're gonna. We'll let Dave measure because it is.
Well, I'll roll it first. If I get 12, it's
Yeah, let's forget about it. Just move in.
Oh, was that my arm or was that?
No. You're good. You're good. You're not going over. He's not going over scenery as they would when he trundles in.
And
I think that's it. Yeah. So combat.
Doesn't matter which order, does it? Because you can't.
No, I've got no point.
So
Big though.
Go this boy first then. So 1, 2, 3, 4 attacks.
Is he hitting on?
5 attacks. Sorry.
What's he hitting on now? 4s. Because he's damaged,
4.
isn't he? He's in his bottom.
6 is to wound, is a mortal wound as well.
Yeah. Let's go for it. Stomp your feet all the way, hitting on 4s. Oh, it's a good roll. Wow.
I think it is.
It looked better than it was, I think that. Strength 8, so 3s to wound. It's a good wound roll. So 1 wraith's dead.
And that.
1 wraith's dead. Then there's 3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wounds and 3 mortal wounds.
So we've dropped 3. Taking wounds off your dreadnought here. So 3 go through. So 1 wraith's dead off the mortal woundage. Oh no, wait there. 1 was down to 2 wounds, wasn't it? So 1, 1, 1. So 1's lost a wound. So 1's down to 2 wounds off the mortal wounds, and then I've failed 3. So you've got D3 3 times. So if you roll bad, so there's a 2 wounded model. If you roll bad, I might survive.
There's just 1 left.
It's 2 left, but 1's on 2 wounds.
Doesn't matter which way I do it then.
So
3.
So that 2 wound one is dead.
Yeah.
So if you roll, you need to roll. Yeah, he's dead. If you'd rolled a 1 to 2 and a 1 to 2, you would have been alive. So that's all the wraiths gone off the middle objective.
Okay.
So you're down here now.
Over here. Same again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attacks.
Yeah.
These can have invulnerables on there.
These are 3 up invuln, wraiths.
They are 3 invulnerables. Yeah. Okay, right. I'll do with the I'll do it like this.
I think you've seen how impressive the feet are against them.
Yeah.
I think it's
hitting on 2s for this boy.
Yeah, because he's not doodad.
Miss 2.
Yeah, wounding on 3s.
Miss. That was a miss.
And he doesn't do any mortal wounds.
No, he doesn't do any mortal wounds.
10.
No. Ravage is his thing. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
3, 6, 9, 10. Right, we've got 10 dice here. So failed 2.
Oh, is that all?
So 2. So only 2 of them are going to die. Well, maybe's. Well, 1 still alive. Took 2 wounds. So I'm going to take it off that one.
Nightmare.
That's the difference in it. You roll hot with the wraiths and they can literally eat up stuff. You roll really bad.
I think that's just lost us it.
It might have done because I'm going to outnumber you here for 2.
Yeah.
You're going to score. So I've scored 2, 4 because I'm going to take that one because I've got more models down there.
I 4 as well.
Oh no, you haven't attacked down there, man. You've done your charges. It does matter because if you wipe them off, I don't score. Let's go down there. So yeah, Dave has an attack down here, so he's going to put his attacks into these guys.
5 attacks.
Try and eat them up.
5. What's that? Poison blades.
So poison blades.
Sorry, who am I going to get? It missed anyway.
Missed it. Well, you said the dudes with the shields, didn't you?
Yeah, go all the shields, yeah.
So the rest of all hit. She needs 5s to wound. 3 wounds. These are 2 damage each, aren't they?
Yeah.
And there's no invuln.
No invuln.
6 ups. No, and they're 2 damage flat.
Yeah.
She's killed the squad, which means I have to kill her with a cryptech to score the objective. So the cryptech to fight back has missed. What an anticlimax.
That changes it a bit then.
That does change it a bit because I was outnumbering you and they can't come back to life if there's another turn.
Right.
Which means if the game goes on realistically when we get to this stage, we'll have a look at the points because at the minute it's 0, 2 to Dave, 4 to Dave. 2 to me.
Yeah.
So it's 4 to Dave, 2 to me. Let's have a look at the points. So we're not going to say what the scores are because it's really really good. But actually my Wraiths need to fight back. I don't think they'll down tonight, like, but my Wraiths need to fight back. But anyway, we're going to roll to see if the game goes on. And it's the person that goes first, roll first. It doesn't. So it doesn't matter. It's not going to have an outcome on the game.
Down to 1 sort of thing,
yeah. So
kill it, doesn't matter.
basically, I think Dave, I'm on 15 points to Dave's 16. As it is. So if it didn't go on, obviously what I'd need is something like I'd have needed a miracle and maybe this to come up or something. If that person had died, or that to come up if your knight had died or something like that. But we'll see if we can, how many wounds has the knight got?
He's on 16.
Right, he's not even going to die. I'd need to roll epic. I'm going to roll. See if I can kill you. I've got 3 wraiths there, haven't I? Or is there 4?
There is 4.
Right, I'll roll the extra one then. Come bunding in. And I'll need 5s to wound you. 4. 4 at -2.
4 ups.
Oh, so he took 6. Heroic. Knocks him down the bracket, but you know what it is? I think that was great, and I said at the start I'm going to massively struggle to bring you down. But early on it helped me, but then what really
I just won that in that last turn.
No, what really snookered me over is like the stuff was coming up where I needed my units were sitting on them not to be having to sit still, like wraiths and stuff. I needed them to be going tagging you up here because you can't fall back over a wraith to tag your knight. And
was at the start of when I said, "Oh, you can go first," and the concern was if you just didn't move at all, I've just given you a turn of shooting, and then I still have to move towards you.
Own worst enemy. I rolled that 6, which meant everything was active. Yeah. So that was so good. Like I said, even Warlord's been taken into account. Even if we get line breaker, like I'd potentially get it. The game didn't go on, so even if it did go on and I killed that assassin down there, if you killed me, you'd get line breaker, or you'd have line breaker, and if I didn't have killed you, I'd have it, and it would have been a draw worst case. But by then, objective 4 would have come up, which is the one in the building that you're sitting on, so you'd have won by the points. But that was really cool.
Yeah,
that was horrible to play. Well done. What was it? They say 15, 14 or something there, or 13, 12 or something there. 1 point.
At the very end there, yeah.
I did better than I thought I would, I'll be honest with you.
I was hoping the knight would wipe them, because then that would have been 2 points to me, and you lose 2 points.
Well, that was big. He said if the wraiths had survived down here, I'd have won by a point.
Because when you were saying, oh, well, the knight's got to stay there because he's going to keep that, I was like, no, he doesn't like.
But if you'd have stayed there, you'd have won.
Yeah.
So in my mind, you should have just stayed there anyway. And if by any miracle a wraith had survived here or 2, I'd have won by a point because I'd have negated you that point, or the double points really. So that's why I thought you were being very bold and brave, because if it didn't work, like you said, his charge was iffy and stuff like that. And all I needed really on 3 up invulns was to pass a bunch, which they did. They didn't. But that's wraiths. Sometimes they do really well, sometimes they don't.
Yeah.
But like I said, I wish at the start, I was really thinking using the Nova could move through stuff in units and stuff, and they can go stuff in. And in this game, that would have helped me out loads. But I still think it would have been the same outcome. I didn't have, in my Necron list, I didn't have enough power to take out 3 knights. Definitely not.
Yeah.
Not at range. I would have needed things like Doomsday Arcs and maybe more heavy destroyers and stuff. And I'd seen the Lich Guard did quite good down here, but again, I normally take them in squads of 10 and stuff, which I didn't do today. And the reason I didn't, it's points, and I wanted to try different stuff. And no, it wasn't an optimised Necron list. My units of warriors would have been 20 normally, which would have meant you couldn't chew through them, and they would have kept getting back up.
My mistakes that I did do every time against Necrons, and I reserve the right to do it again next time. I'll always split my attacks so they can come back and come back and come back.
Just wipe a unit. But you did that pretty well early on. Again, like I said, I was forced, wasn't I, to go and land an object. Well, not forced, but if I didn't, I wouldn't have been in the strongest position. But I had to sell a unit of Immortals. But that was
the Traveller there. I think how many wounds does he have? Like 4 to start with.
I think he starts with 6, but
I think he probably had about 10 wounds over the game.
Well, he healed one back every turn. He stayed in until turn 5. So every little bit helps. It's good, that little wound with the Necrons, because to be fair, they're not very strong as a codex.
Yeah.
But if you're taking any sort of heavy, good hitting list, could go both ways. If you're taking something that's really damaging with loads of las cannons and you just face some warriors, then you're not going to do too well. But if you're taking stuff like, that's why the knights are so powerful, so many attacks with the feet, that, as you've seen, if you're eating away 10, 12 plus warriors or models a turn, then you cannot sustain it forever. But that was so much fun to play, because it was scary. It was actually scary to play. And there was tough decisions to make. That's what I like. I like a game that sort of challenges you to make tough decisions rather than just be stand here and shoot or just, you know, like soak it all up and then just run forward and charge or whatever.
Yeah.
Really good. Really good. And we did some damage on the knights. That one's at the end, what was it, down to 4 wounds, that last one? And this one down to...
There was a turn where he was on like 19 wounds or something, and your destroyers took him down to 4 wounds.
Yeah, and he's damaged now. He's just took additional 6, didn't he? So he was down to like 10. But that's what I mean. If I'd have been able to charge him with these units and do that kind of stuff, I could have maybe weakened them enough.
That destroyer turn of shooting was Jesus.
Yeah, the destroyers were good for that one turn. Yeah. I needed them to be good every turn really to stand a chance, but they had a good turn and it was a good game. This little fella caused us a lot of problems just by having to hide people and not get into line of sight, really. But
I wasted too many command points early on like little rerolls and things, and I haven't got them for the stratagems when I need them, you know.
Yeah, I think the assassins are good, and like we've seen, they've all got a role to play. I know the one on the building over there didn't really do stuff, but like you said, you know, I wasn't using any psychers and stuff like that, and I just had to ignore him. I couldn't hit him; he'd be 6s anyway. So he's good at just walking around and getting objectives. He didn't do much else. You know, let the knight. That's what the knightless do. Let the knights do the hard work while everything else sort of mops up the points.
Yeah.
But no, that was cool. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully we'll be back soon with some more.